Okay, welcome everybody to our live stream. Watch along, setting up, getting things ready. Corey and Dustin should be joining me momentarily. Make sure to let me know how y'all are doing down in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are of everything, so that will be fun. Skittles in the house. Good to see you. Throwing up that new emoji we've got of the Jacob Fatu prayer hands. Can't really see it through Ecamm, which I run for the streaming software. I need to talk to them about seeing if they can figure out how to do that. But good to see you. Glad you're here. Christopher Strike Leather. Can't wait for the watch along. And who is ready for some punkonomics? It's so good. Okay. Let me make sure I got everything going on. I'm going to start to share this thing out to some of the other social accounts that we've got. Just in case people want to hop on and want to say, hey, I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking as far as, do I want to leave without, leave? Yes, I did not want that. Be interested to see what you guys' thoughts are for the PLE, and see who you thinking, who's winning, what's going on. Be interesting to see. Oh, I should probably do that too. I should probably bring up Peacock. That's what I should do. Bring up Peacock TV so I can actually watch this thing. Watch now. Where is my audio? That's muted.
Get 30% off
there we go.
And stains with sale prices starting at $34.29.
Okay.
Hurry in.
Copy
June
link.
27th through July 7th. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
It's brutally physical.
When you look at Tiffany's reign so far, what defines it for you?
I think a match like that does. Because when Tiffany first came to WWE, even going back to NXT, obviously people are going to create a stereotype about Tiffany Stratton. Oh, she's just here for her looks. Okay, she's got some cool moves. But the mark of a true WWE superstar who elevates to that next level is that grit, that toughness. And what we saw last night from
Putting
Tiffany
Nia
Stratton,
Jax through tables
come on.
with a plural, like
Come
S
on.
plural,
That's-
is not easy to
That's
do.
next level.
Okay.
Tiffany Stratton.
Dot,
proved
dot,
last night
dot,
she can
dot,
hang
dot,
with
dot.
anyone.
Do you think she elevated her stock with that victory?
Absolutely, but hey, credit
Next.
to Nia Jax. Like, those
Host.
two ladies left it all in the ring. And they put on a matchup that we'll be talking about for quite
All
some
right.
time.
Well,
One
Sid, you
down,
spent a lot of time on
2 to
Friday.
go.
How's it been with Miss Money in the Bank running around?
I'm fine. I mean, I don't have a champion. I was a former 24/7 champion, so maybe I would have been concerned back
humble
then.
brag.
But no, listen, Naomi, I envy her.
Okay,
You know?
got it up on
Famous
Facebook.
90s song. She's
Let's
got
see if we can
the
get it
power.
over
She's got
here.
all the power in this division, right? If you're a
On
champion, you got to have your head on a swivel looking around because you
X.
never know when Miss Money
If
in the
it will
Bank
let
is going
me.
to cash in on you.
All right, well, it was an
Switch
awesome match.
accounts.
Congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. Could not have been easy to retain that title last night. All right, we are getting closer and closer to showtime. Just over 20 minutes away. From
Smoking
Night of
burnt
Champions
ends
here
and
in
pork
Riyadh,
loin
Saudi
today.
Arabia. We have
Be on
also checked in with a
periodically.
couple of our correspondents tonight. You were a
Getting ready to pull some
correspondent.
stuff
You
off the
came up here
smoker.
on the panel. But our other correspondent, let's turn it over to her,
On
Natalie Mamo, along with a
live,
special guest. He is
and y'all
a
are.
Saudi Arabian actor, comedian, and of course WWE fan, Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj.
Okay.
Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Jackie. We're coming to you back live this time from top of the ramp inside the Kingdom Arena, and I'm joined by Saudi comedian and actor. You all know him, Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj.
Okay, now one more. One more to go, and then we'll be good. Christopher saying
How do you feel tonight?
my picks: Cody, Jade, Rhea. Wouldn't mind seeing Raquel get a big win. Sammy solo beats Jacob with the help of a debuting Hikuleo, and John Cena retains. I like where your head's at, because I pretty much see everything going the exact same way. The solo and Jacob's the one that I'm on the edge with right now. Everything else is, yeah, I'm right with you on it. But that's the one that I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know quite how that's going to play out. The Hikuleo, that could definitely throw a monkey wrench in it.
tell Rodriguez what this all means to you.
That's a fight I will definitely watch.
Cue the channel.
I mean, tonight is the Night
There
of
we go.
Champions. A lot of titles are happening.
Share.
A lot of titles are changing. Are you guys ready for Nights of Champions?
Well, definitely history is going to be written today, and history is going to be written with an even bigger font in 2026 when Royal Rumble is going to happen here in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia.
I mean, back in 2018, we had the great Royal Rumble, and I'm sure this one is going to be even greater.
Well, I need to ask you here, are we going to see you doing some kind of entrance during the match?
Well, if somebody pisses me off,
Skittle saying, I think Hick will be with Jacob since their dads were a tag team together. It makes more sense in my head. Yeah, but Hikuleo is also siblings with Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. So that might make more sense.
Natalie, thank you so much. I guess look out for
Know what I mean?
Make him mad, or he will
Like,
come out here.
there's the possibility of that.
All right, we're gonna
Hey, for those that are in the chat, how does the... Have I got that background audio up too high? It feels like it might be. I just pulled it down. Let me know. I had to raise it up because I was using this for a few other things earlier this week. Oh, commercials. I keep forgetting I've got commercials. Christopher, the only reason I say Hikuleo is because he was spotted in Riyadh. Yeah. Well, hey, spoiler that we know. I'm not going to say anything to Corey and Dustin about that. Unless they happen to be watching while they're getting ready, and then...
There are some feelings you can get with any sports book. The highs! No. The no-no-nos. Now, what you want to do with this? But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of. Oh, I just earned a hotel suite. You only get that here at the sportsbook Born in Vegas, where they know how to treat you right. Who you talking to, Jamie Foxx?
Bonus bets, exclusive offers, real world rewards. Bet MGM. Download it.
What else we got?
Botox Cosmetic, the only product of its kind, FDA approved for over 20 years.
Sean Hayes. Can't wait to see what capitalist millionaire Punk and Cena do tonight to continue Cena's ruining wrestling. It's so funny. John Danzo. Hello, sir. Hello. Good to see you. Grizz. I have my TV going as well, and as well as you, and doing paper for school, so I'm not fully hearing your background. Okay. Well, that's good. PW Insider confirms Cody and Randy is kicking off the show, so I see Cena and Cody facing off at the end. That would make sense, yeah. I could see them doing that, kind of squaring off there at the end and everything.
Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. Learn more at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Nope, you're not imagining it. The average grocery bill is now at its highest.
Night of Champions. Watch along.
Prices are up, but not at Metro. We've lowered prices and give you a 5-year price guarantee. One line of unlimited 5G lowered by 20%. Now $40, period. And a free 5G phone. Go in-store, online, or call. Only at Metro.
Where's
When you prefer a dream vacation
these maybe?
over a rental
I like that.
nightmare. It matters where you stay.
And what am I doing? That looks good. Take that there. Add a link. Drop the thing. Watch now. Done. Sure. That'll work. Okay.
Taking a little brain vacation.
Yeah, those guys,
It's the dream.
they're getting, I mean, it's lunchtime. They're all getting ready for lunch and whatever's going on. So that's where Dustin Corey is doing. For those that haven't caught in with the chat and what we were talking about, I wonder if I could upgrade my Peacock subscription. I wonder. Let me see. That would be nice to not have to mess with it. There's my account. Your plan. I think I've got the big one, don't I?
A special thanks to Ileana for the Night of Champions theme song, Janini. I like it. It's good.
It's got a ring to it.
It does.
Yeah, maybe not.
The most recognized King of the Rings is none other than
What did I do taking that through?
Austin, and our very own Michael Cole is here to tell us the story of how Austin 316 was born.
It was June of 1996.
Weird.
The wrestling landscape had changed as the WWE was struggling, being dominated by its competitor, WCW. The Monday Night Wars were in full gear. WCW.
Okay. 5:45 in Scotland. Nice. And what is Peacock now doing? Kicking me out and freezing. That's always fun.
Who in his recent return had taken to preaching the word to his flock.
My soul was purchased by the blood of the Lamb. So how can I lose if
I wonder.
just go out there and know the power above is reaching down and lifting me up?
Oh, talking old King of the Ring, Birth of Austin 316 here.
By the name of Stone.
Now, what are you watching? Is there a pre-show? Yeah, there is a pre-show going on right now that they've got, because the PLE, I believe, starts in 15 minutes. Where we got?
I don't know.
There we got.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Hot sausage.
You know what I'm trying to do while I shouldn't be doing it? I'm trying to upgrade my Peacock subscription, but apparently it won't let me. Yeah.
It won't let you?
No, it's saying, hey, you're through Google. You've got to update it there. And then Google's like, we'll just put you back on what you had. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to upgrade, but it won't let me upgrade or anything.
Cancel it and open another one.
That's what I tried.
Still wouldn't let you?
Oh, you mean like a whole new one under a different email and everything?
Yep.
Blech. I don't want it that bad. Not when I've got like 18 TVs and devices that are already connected to it.
Holy smokes, we got 14 guys already. Man, you guys are early. Woo.
How do I upgrade? How do I upgrade? Oh, wait. Peacock.
I need to mute this.
Plans.
And I need to see.
Maybe you have to choose the plan.
Plans are always good.
There we go.
Ha. You are not just a hat rack, my friend.
We're sorry, this promo can't be used with your account. You guys are so stupid. Peacock. I'm trying to give you more money and you won't let me.
Are you on VPN?
No. This is so dumb.
I think I picked the wrong day to barbecue, brother.
That could be.
Feels like 94 degrees outside and I'm standing above a smoker. Man, that's not smart. Whew. But you know what? When you get pork butts for 99 cents a pound, you experiment.
To upgrade through Google Play. Yeah, that doesn't work. Nice try.
By the way, folks, for those of you that are on early watching, this live stream is brought to you by Slammin' Barbecue. Coming to a South Carolina street near you this January. Whoop, whoop. Any idea who might be running that, guys? Any comments? Any guesses? I need to adjust here. Where do I need to be? I need to be here? Yeah, I need to be there.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Dustin, Grizz says, gonna share with the class? The barbecue.
Come on down. I got a full pan of regular burnt ends on the smoker. I got a half a pan of spicy burnt ends on the smoker. I got a full pork loin, and I got another half of a pork butt that I'm going to shred up. So I'm going to have plenty. So before this thing started.
Yep.
Let's see, he's not on tonight. Never mind.
Okay. I can't upgrade anyways, so I don't. Peacock is so dumb.
I was just sitting here thinking, you got Jade Cargill on the show, and, can it get any worse? But then I remembered, oh, wait, Goldberg. Oh, wait, no, that's Saturday Night's Main Event. Never mind.
Yeah. So we'll leave it alone. I love that. They're like, we're going to try to take attention away from AEW. I know how to do it. Bill Goldberg.
I'm watching AEW.
It's just like, I'm not sure that's going to do it. For the people that like AEW wrestling, Bill Goldberg is not going to entice them to go elsewhere.
No, not at all.
That's not at all. Hilarious. All right, let me grab a couple other of these questions that we had in here that I skipped through trying to upgrade it. Jay Wigmore saying that, the YouTube has the pre-show as well. When he mentioned it, it was 12 minutes and counting. I think we're down to 8 minutes and counting. I do not know how to pronounce that name.
It says Sami Zayn.
The one above that commented. You're going to have to help me with pronunciation so I don't butcher it. I would say Aviwi? And that's probably wrong. So there's my attempt. You want me to get it right? Let me know phonetically how to pronounce that. But saying Sami Zayn winning.
There was a Hawaiian Samoan singer that simply went by Is. Maybe we ought to go by I-N. That was the first two initials.
IV.
Go by that for that last name.
IV was the first
name. Well, his first name, but his last name started with an N.
N. I-N-N-N. Okay. Sean Hayes. Yay. There's the second Musketeer.
He's the first. I'm the second.
Right. Although technically I'm the third. You are still the second.
That's true. I'm always the second.
Cross opponents always turn heel a few weeks after they defeat them. Sammy is winning just like AJ did. That's a good comment. Wow, what happened to that?
I hope you can read that because my glasses are way over there.
I don't know why that one went so small. I know Sean Hayes brought it up a few moments ago, but the Punk Cena promo last night was a great response to the Cena pipe bomb.
I loved it.
It was entertaining. He needed to practice a little bit more because he missed a few of the lines by mixing words up. He was mixing it up conversationally rather than what it sounded.
But nobody ever said Punk had rhythm,
rhyming.
So
No, that's not something he's been accused of. Cross for the win. Sammy gonna end up joining Cross as a heel soon. Well, I think that may be true. How many kids Dustin has?
5. I got, let me see. I got a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 16-year-old, and 2 11-year-olds. I got my hands full. And I got a female dog and a wife.
There you go.
Any other questions?
Christopher saying, I am kids free today. My wife took our kids to Universal, so I have the house to myself. Nice.
Chris, I was just down in Orlando last week.
I'm not quite kids free at the moment. I'm close. I think I got one in the house. The others are kind of running off here and there and work and play. WWE would never let Sammy lose at Saudi Bro in a singles match. But they typically have people in their hometowns lose. Now, granted, it's not his hometown, but who knows? Dusted. Yeah, that was the share with the class. Some laughing. Cheap heat for Cross. Oh, Cross is so good. So underutilized. Hey, Dustin, how many airplane jokes involving barbecue can you do?
How many airplane jokes?
That's what it says.
Airplane joke. Oh, from the movie Airplane.
From the movie Airplane, probably.
Oh, brother, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
That's one of the hard parts about us being as old as we are. We watched all these movies when they first came out, and then we haven't really watched them since.
I would say surely I would be able to find one, but don't call me Shirley.
Thought the Punk Life promo. Thoughts on the Punk Life promo, fellas? I agree. It was a good return to the Cena pipe bomb. However, if we are comparing which was better, the Doctor of Punkonomics promo or the Cena pipe bomb, the Cena pipe bomb was hands down so much better. But hey, I think Cena's just better on the mic than Punk in general, so that's my hot take.
I would bet a week's paycheck that John Cena wrote the Punkonomics rap, though. I would bet money on it in real life.
I bet he probably had a good hand to play in it.
Yeah.
If Corey can hear me, he's beeping in the green room. I just need a thumbs up that he's good to go. He kept adjusting camera and then hopping out and whatnot. He should be able to hear me. Oh, there's the thumbs up. That was funny.
Am I on now?
Yes, you are on. I saw you earlier, but I saw also kids walking down the stairs, and I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I got other people's running up and down the steps.
Yep.
Are we all lined up, squared up, ready to rock and roll?
I got you now.
Cool. Do I need to do anything on my end to make it prettier?
Nothing. If I see you off kilter,
aside from a new face,
I've already got you.
I was going to say you can leave. That would help. I mean,
so mean.
Man, Justin would get choppies to the throat if he were within reach.
Okay, this better be one of Cross's best matches. Oh, I guarantee it's going to be. You put Cross and Sammy in there,
I would hope so.
It's going to be good. It's going to be money.
And if I had to guess, they're probably going to put that on. What have we got?
A pre-show?
No, I think it's
on the main thing.
The main thing, but they're not going to open with that. I think I heard that they're going. Nice. Joshua 2814 super chatting.
Thank you.
He says, new to wrestling related, but loved your Money in the Bank watch-alongs. Thanks so much.
Sweet.
We appreciate the love and support. Glad you're enjoying
And he figured out the button to make Corey laugh.
Yeah.
Just play that $1 Million Man thing, and I can't. It just hits me.
Super chats.
Me laugh every time.
Ted DiBiase hops on there, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
And I saw Skittles became a member just before I went live.
Yeah?
Just before I went live, which had it waited just a little bit, we would have got, I think he came in at the honorary Oos level, so it should have been Sami Zayn asking about feeling Oosy. But it's close.
Who is that, Skittles?
Skittles, yeah.
Hi, Skittles.
Which he does say, amazing promo, to be honest. I just wish that he had come out first so people thought it was Cena. Yeah. That would have been good.
Yeah. The Punk Life kind of was a spoiler, but
right.
It was good.
It was still. We were talking about that and asking what we thought on it. I liked it. If I compare the Punk Life versus the Cena pipe bomb, I think Cena's pipe bomb was better. I think he just hit it better. Punk Life was fun. There was one line where he missed his rhyme. He mixed the words up, and it was like, you were trying to hit it, and you said it the way you would conversationally rather than the way that you would in a battle rap.
And that's the problem with trying to memorize a script as opposed to just letting it rip.
Well, and that's one of the things that Cena was so good at, because he mostly freestyled all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just like, you're used to hitting those rhythmically.
But how much did you guys like the, hi, Claudio, hey, Nick?
Love that.
Laughed.
And then when you get the, because he said, hi, Nick Nemeth, hi, Matt Cardona. And then you get some of those internet sleuths and saying, yeah, but was he actually talking about those? Matt? Or was it Nick and Matt Jackson and Claudio Castagnoli being Colt Cabana?
He said...
Correct, but he was putting out the initials. Hi, Nick Nemeth. Hi, Matt Cardona. Nick and Matt. Hi, Claudio Castagnoli.
That's probably where we walk that line of people either reading too much, or are they reading too much into it, and everything really matters, and they're dropping seeds left and right just to poke the bear.
That's the stuff that's fun that you
it's fun.
Know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I expect big things from Karrion.
Evie Ware.
You got on the show. Let's go.
Evie Ware?
Pronounced E.V. Ware.
Oh.
Okay, so, that's the first name. What about the last name?
We're not even going to try that. I might shorten it up and just say Evie. But Evie Ware, okay. So, Evie Ware saying, yes, we'll be staying with AEW. We were talking about that when thinking about the show. And Dustin's like, Goldberg's tonight. And it was like, no, that's Saturday night in main event. And I was like, yeah, that's
right.
That's a hard thing. It was like WWE trying to draw people away that were going to watch AEW's pay-per-view to bring them into WWE stuff. And it's like, if you're trying to get AEW fans away, booking Bill Goldberg is not going to do it. Like, there are a bunch of other people that could. Goldberg is not the one.
Okay. Is that the All In?
Yeah, All In, in a couple weeks?
Well.
12th. Although All In is in the afternoon, and then Saturday night's main event's in the evening, so it's not like it takes away anyways.
Yeah.
Other than if people are just not wanting to spend their whole day.
Who doesn't want to spend their whole day?
All In is in the afternoon, and they did that because WWE ran the 6 p.m. So,
and then NXT is that weekend too, right?
Pull.
And NXT is at the exact same time that All In is. So it was like AEW had announced, hey, we're going to be doing it this weekend, but they hadn't announced the times. And then WWE had floated we're going to be doing Great American Bash or whatever it is. And they're like, oh, okay, well, if you're going to be doing that, then we'll just run it earlier in the evening. Or they did the Saturday night's main event that same night. So then they're like, all right, we'll do it in the afternoon. And then WWE's like, yeah, well, we're also running Great American Bash at the same time. It's just like, why?
Just poke the bear. I don't know.
Hey, at the same time,
just to start a little something.
We grew up watching the Monday Night Wars, and we were flipping back and forth. So,
yeah,
that's just because
we flipped back and forth.
We were like,
Well, the fact that where we were, they replayed Nitro afterwards. That was great. We were at college and had people that were showing up, and we had like these huge gatherings and parties, pretty much a live version of what we got here. But it was a situation. Everybody show up at a certain time, get ready, got food, got refreshments, and it's like boom, we watch the first hour of Nitro, switch on over, watch all of Raw, switch back over, watch the second hour of the Nitro replay.
Nitro, right? Yep. Kevin J. Callis, in the
What
chat.
up?
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Good to see you. I need to get to some more of these. We got several in here.
Good.
Let me go back up. Where am I at? Makes sense for Sammy to win, but imagine the reaction Cross would get if Sammy loses. Oh man, the heat and the pop at the same time would be insane. I like that Skittle said about Cross winning. Christopher saying hopefully Goldberg doesn't drop Gunther on his head like he did the Undertaker. Prayers for that match. I hope that it is an outstanding match. I hope that Gunther can really help carry him through so that way Goldberg can end on a high note and be like, I'm good.
And just be done.
This is better. I'm on my way out.
Because his last one was horrible.
Yeah. Christopher saying that he's got 3 kids, 19, 17, and 8.
I got 3.
Dry spell, huh, Chris?
Chalky81, how many run-ins do y'all think will be in the main event?
4.
What do y'all think the chances are of a Money in the Bank cash-in the main event? Ooh, final of the King of the Ring tournament starting things off. So, yeah, we get Cody and Randy Orton. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on that. I will try to keep track. Did I win the last prediction? I did. I did clean sweep on the last one.
I know I didn't.
All right, where are you guys at on the show? Ding, ding, ding.
I just heard ding, ding, ding a little bit ago.
I just see Randy right now coming through.
Nope.
Cheering.
Nope.
Cheering.
Nope.
Undisputed. At SummerSlam.
There's a crown.
Crown.
And Randy's coming through.
I am voices in my head. They talk to me. And they talk to me.
Now he's walking out.
Yep.
Okay, I paused and I waited for you. By the way, I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes on this one.
Yes.
I am going with Cody, but Randy's making a heel turn.
Oh.
I think Cody should make a heel turn.
Yeah.
That'd be funnier.
I do too.
I hear voices.
I'm saying Brock and Roman were spotted in Saudi.
Brock was, I saw that. I didn't know Roman was. I did see Brock was.
Well, if that's the case, we may have 32 run-ins.
Did you say Rock or Brock?
Brock.
Lesnar, and Roman Reigns spotted in Saudi.
Yep.
Dude.
I now have no idea what's happening in any of the show, if that's true.
So here's my question. We're short one match. We're short one match because Dominic's out.
But they threw in Rhea's strip fight.
Oh yeah,
Street fight, and then Sammy and Sammy and Karrion.
I like how it's a Night of Champions and there's only 2 champions wrestling.
Well, that's because they renamed it Night of Champions instead of King of the Ring.
Jay Wigmore, Josh, is your hat sold out or Creator Spring not fully set up yet? So these, I just got new ones in. With my old distributor, I went through Printful for drop shipping because I had ordered a new one off of Creator Spring. I waited a month and it still never showed up, so I had to reach out to them and they basically gave me a bunch of excuses. So I have shut down the Creator Spring, getting ready to open back up my Printful shop to get you something. Send me a DM if you want it quick. Otherwise, it's going to be a couple weeks. But if you want something quicker, send me a DM on I don't care, Instagram or X or something. I'll check it and get a hold of you, and I'll try to write myself a note to reach out and make sure we can get something going.
FYI, Josh has about 7,000 notes on his desk right now. So that's the only way he keeps track of things. See? That's just the first grab.
Not to mention there's 4 more there, 1 here, 1 here. Yes, that's very true. I bought the Punk Life t-shirt on WWE Shop. That's hilarious. Brock is going to steal Braun and Bronson and make the Bros faction. But we got to call it the Bras. It's just got to be like Bra.
The Bras.
Yeah.
Bra.
Brock, Braun, Bronson. That'd be hilarious.
So I've decided, you know how people with the name Deborah, they usually go by Deb. I'm going to start calling them Bra.
Mm-hmm. We've tried. Actually, I did that with Mom because she shares, I think, my Amazon Video, Prime Video.
Mm-hmm.
So on the profile, it just says Bra.
Bra. I bet she loves that.
She doesn't know how to change it back, so it's even funnier.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, Jay saying Corey has entered.
He's watching.
Sean Hayes saying, "Yay, the third Stooge has joined the chat finally." John Danzo saying, "Corey Mania, running wild, brother."
brother.
Yeah, brother. John Danzo, did you see Matt Cardona responded to Cena at a GCW show?
No.
I did see that. He hopped up on the top turnbuckle the same way and turned and looked at the camera, and he's like, "Hi, John Cena."
That's awesome.
At least that's the clip I saw. If there was more to it, I don't know. Tommy Phoenix Risen 316. Hey, Josh, Corey, and Dustin.
What's up?
Jay saying pre-show's over. It is time
for business.
Jay Wigmore is saying that he said those 3 names because those 3 individuals helped Cena through the lowest times of Cena's career. It was more simple than people are making it out to be. 100%, Corey. Yeah, that's the thing about, with Cena, is people underestimate how good he is, and he can say something that has 3 or 4 different layers to what he meant. J Show 86 saying, "What's up, guys?" I think there's supposed to be an up in there. Good to see you.
What up?
Joshua 2814, with Bray Wyatt, you could never read too much into the promo. That's a fact. Those promos. Yeah, I think we're pretty much on. Goldberg has been out of the picture, being popular since the last part of the 2000s.
Goldberg's been out of the picture since his 70th win, and then he just hasn't been able to wrestle.
Once they made Goldberg go over on William Regal, I stopped believing all the hype.
100%.
Truth.
And I don't even know what number of win that was, 15 or something. Who is your pick for Jade versus Asuka? Well, we are going to think about that, but I have a feeling that there is going to be these two saying who they want to win and who they think will actually win are 2 different things.
Well,
I think
I said a long time
is a
ago.
good picture, and that's it.
I said a long time ago, I will never in my life, and I'm holding true no matter what, will never pick Jade Cargill to win anything. Ooh. Even though she will, I can't stand her. So
Dustin's going to lose.
Asuka, that's fine. I'm used to that.
By the way, let us know predictions down here. We're all 3 Cody. I think you guys are ahead of us on comments at least, so we'll get through here. Jay Show saying, always Asuka, though I doubt she's the favorite. Or Joshua 2814 saying that to Jay Show. Tommy Phoenix Risen, at least 4 run-ins, Dustin. That's what he's going with. Randy's on the stage. I can't go forward. Pause. Going back 2. Yeah. Grizz saying, I'm going Cody. Skittles got Cody winning, and he's the one turning heel. That'd be so good.
Little
Give us Homelander.
Homelander. Yeah.
Yeah, Peacock is
I
always
was gonna-
slower on my iPad. Weird.
I was gonna ask if you guys thought his entrance was a little Homelander-ish.
Extra
Usually is.
security tonight is what Jay was saying.
Sure.
Do you think when Orton loses, it could start a slow burn heel turn?
No, I think it'll be a quick one.
I'll take it.
I don't know Randy he plays that tweener all the time.
So good. I smack myself for not appreciating Randy Orton for being as good as he is for all these years.
All the year, yeah.
The dude is just ridiculous. And admittedly is so self-aware that he's like, oh yeah, I had issues before.
I've never seen him in number one in better shape or have such a good job of slowing down a match and still drawing you into it.
True.
I mean, he's just unbelievable.
Yeah, he's really working, and he's doing a great job.
Did you guys watch that tag match last night with Andrade and Rey Fenix?
I skipped through a big part of it, but I watched the schmoz at the end.
It was a great match.
Yeah?
I'd go back and watch it if I were you. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to do that.
There's a couple mess ups, but they covered, like Andrade went to do that, that backflip moonsault and then a leapfrog moonsault type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where he does. He went to do that, and Gargano was too close to the corner, so when he rolled, he literally came down with his feet right on the outside of Gargano's ribs, and he just hits and then drops down for a pin. So, I mean, they recovered any blunders perfectly. But Andrade's so good, too, in my opinion.
I see a lot of the branding has been removed.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have
one right in the middle.
Yeah, we don't have Slim Jim everywhere.
Well, that's because Saudi paid for
Because it's paid. Yeah. They're like, we don't need extra branding. We're good. Pick out a guy in a Batman t-shirt back there.
John Danzo saying RKO City, but I agree someone turns heel in this match, either one.
Yep.
So good.
Jay Show, do you guys think that Jade has improved her in-ring skill since joining WWE? No.
I don't know. I refuse to watch.
Okay. Everybody knows my opinion on Jade. Here's my comment on that question. Do I think she's improved? No, but I think she's wrestling better wrestlers, more talented as far as like being able to run a match, and I think that's making her look better.
That's huge difference.
Not that people weren't good in
AEW,
difference. But it was. I mean, you're trying to compare people like
it's just different.
Let's say you're Sky Blue versus, Natalia or something like that. There's not really a comparison. It's just experience.
Experience, yeah.
I think with Jade, she just hasn't found her way of making a match work good. She has yet to find anybody that's really made her have a good match.
Right.
And it's just, she's going to need a lot of reps. She's just got, there's a disconnect there. It's not that she's not athletic and that she can't get it done.
True.
There's just a disconnect that hasn't happened yet. And some people, it just takes longer than others to find that and figure it out. When was the last time you see a low knee?
Right.
Well, and here's another thing about Randy. Did you see where he was taking the punches? How many people do you know of, they take a punch and it's just simply, they sell it with like that. Just boom.
Yeah. A red
But
shirt.
Randy goes boom, and his head rattles a little bit, and it's just like, It's just the little things.
Yeah. Jay Show. No, she hasn't. Or replying to Jay Show. Tommy Phoenix Risen. Tommy Phoenix says, laugh out loud, barely 15, I think, Josh, in reply to when he faced William Regal, Goldberg. Yeah, it was early on. Tommy saying, I want Asuka, but I think WWE will pick Jade.
Here's my take on Jade. I find it frustrating with her because she's got an amazing look. We've all admitted this. But she needs the reps to be able to, with a decent character. And the problem is she got pushed as a Goldberg type character.
The female Goldberg.
Which, yeah, and that ship sailed. I mean, we've been there, done that, seen that, got bored of it, turned the channel. So why do it again?
The problem they did, they could have made the female Goldberg work if they would have left it to just a few matches or a few minutes in the match and that's it, like squash after squash. But when they tried to get her to go over
Awesome
10
Kong.
minutes, correct, an Awesome Kong approach, and it would have worked. But
yeah.
And then the other part is, yes, she's big and she's strong, but the problem is when somebody is big and strong, but they don't look as big and strong, the power moves are not believable.
Yep.
So the move that she has, whatever, the jaded or whatever, it's like you can only do that on tiny people. As soon as she starts to do it on a bigger one, she doesn't look as strong because she's having to use her strength.
It's like our criticism of Mercedes Monet's move.
Correct.
That it just don't do that. Do
it's
something
a cool
else.
move, but don't. Like
she did it on Piper
get a
Niven
submission.
last week, and it was like rushed. She didn't
Rushed
hold her
and
up.
bad.
She just simply like jump, stop. You know,
Yeah.
right there.
It's a situation where she also, I don't think, has gotten comfortable in her own skin out there. I caught a little fraction of her promo last night before what's her face came out, and it was like she was trying to remember her script, and then she like tried to growl something out, but it stuck in her throat like she was catching herself, and it's like she just needs more seasoning. And
Ultimate 23 Dragon just got here. What match are we on? We are on Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, the King of the Ring final.
Who'd you pick, Corey?
Me?
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody.
Did he pick Cody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cody.
Let me run through some more of these comments real quick here. Wow, I am way behind.
I don't feel good.
Catch up.
But Dustin, do you actually mean
Hello.
Goldberg's actual 70th win or what WCW called his 70th win?
I was just throwing out a number, brother.
Agreed. Dustin, Asuka all the way. Never really cared for Jade ever since AEW. Grizz Thorn, I would want Cody turning heel, and it should be on Cena. I would like to see that. Like, if...
Yep.
Yeah, that would be fun, especially if they want to let Cena finish out as a face. That would be cool. Orton could punt Cody. Ooh. Orton punting Cody. And then Cody can't really do anything for the next couple months. Give him a little time off to kind of wait before he comes back in the scene. That could be fun. Jay Show going with Randy, but I know that Cody will win. Tommy Phoenix Rising. Enjoyed him in WCW, but it was when it came to WWE, I was lost. I think a lot of Goldberg was the age that you were at when he was in WCW. I think that was a big thing. And depending on who your favorite wrestler was going into Goldberg debuting. Because if your favorite wrestler was like a mid-carder...
I never liked him.
Yeah. And if your favorite wrestler was a mid-carder in WCW and Goldberg comes in and squashes him, you instantly just dislike Goldberg. And it's like, you didn't even give my guy a chance to wrestle. Like,
because I love Bill DeMont. I love Hugh Morris. And that was Goldberg's number one match. And it's like ever since then, it's just like, who is this guy? Why do you even have it?
Just
a football
Gatorade
player.
everywhere.
Ooh.
Yep.
Football wrestlers are good. Just look at Mongo McMichaels or whatever his name is. Steve McMichael.
Yep.
Randy is one of the best tweeners and also wonderful as a face and a heel. Yeah, he can ride that and go easily just a slight pivot one way or the other. Cody said his babyface run is coming to an end, so I'm expecting Cody to turn heel, but I don't think it's tonight. I don't think it's tonight either. I would actually like Cody to wait. If I'm booking, I'm letting Cena do exactly what Cena said and take the belt with him and then let Cody become big whiny crybaby because he doesn't get that belt and he didn't win his shot at it, and now he's got to start this new thing. To me, that'd be fun. Plus, if Cena leaves with the belt, he leaves as one of the biggest heels, and then there's going to be a void of him leaving as a heel. So why not let Cody come in and take that spot? If I'm booking it, but obviously I'm not.
Didn't Cody interview Kevin Owens recently, and I want to say someone said somewhere on there that Cody said he's only got a couple years left being baby before he has to make a turn. So who knows how long they're going to do? Who knows how long they're going to do that?
I watched that interview. I didn't catch that part of it, but I may have missed it.
So it might have been a different. It might have been a misquote or something. I don't know, but I saw that and I was like, really? You think he got that much longer with being baby?
Yep.
Maybe he was talking about when he first came into the WWE for this last time. Because that's been a couple years ago.
Jay Wigmore saying, Dustin, that tag match was awesome. Phoenix worked so well with Andrade.
Good.
Hey, they got a lot of experience even going back to AEW, working well with each other. So,
yep.
Saudi only adds $50 million, so that's how it covered it. Yes. Saudi only adds. Phoenix and Penta are both great at fixing any botch for the most part. Yeah. I really want to see WWE develop the tag division a little bit better. It seems like they're wanting to. They just haven't. Like, I miss the days of when WWE's tag division, that was like the main event. That was the stuff that you always wanted to watch. Like, you had the Hardys and Edge and Christian. You had the Dudleys. You had Too Cool.
Strike Force.
This just dawned on me.
Power and Glory.
No Strike Force. Power and Glory, yes.
The Ragu are brothers.
Hey, I just thought about this. Boom. Do you guys... Boom.
How am I ahead of you guys again?
I think I'm ahead of Corey.
You're always ahead of us.
That was just...
You're always ahead of us.
I paused and I went, yeah, he's like up chanting on the DDT. All right, tell me when he does his little turn.
And...
Now.
Okay.
Turn.
Corey's behind. So maybe we'll both have to
split second.
I'll save my reactions I'll put them on a delay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm not much behind.
Yeah.
Dustin, that is.
Skittles is saying Naomi is going to cost Jade the match, and then Jade will cost her the cash in at a later date in Retaliation.
I hope so.
Ooh. That could be interesting. She was given great matches at AEW, but they had to make her look better than she was. She did have some, Jade, going back. There were some good opponents that she had going in, and could have made a lot with it. But it's the same thing. Like, WWE's got some really good opponents.
Boom!
But yeah, she's been in there with people that can work and pull off really good matches.
Right.
In both companies. There's just a disconnect. There's something that's just not. And if that happens, or when that happens, okay, now with the look, combine that, there's a lot of potential. Christopher Strike Leather, I am so glad my girl Julia won gold last night. Now we just need some more gold on Stephanie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Here's my spin on Jade, and hear me out. When Trish Stratus started, she was bad. Then she got great. Let's hope that happens with Jade too. 100%. Yeah. There have been several people, men and women, that do that. They get pushed in because of a look, and they just needed more time to develop. Oh.
But that was also during a time when they had more house shows, and each person was working like 5 nights a week.
Do it. Yes.
Internal struggle. Let's go. And
tried.
Whoop.
Tommy Phoenix Risen saying, most definitely, Corey, fully agree. David
Cool.
Mathis.
I don't know what about.
Dustin, you're on a roll with the Muppets. Way to go. You might go undefeated. And hey, Josh, I've got a lot of pictures of wrestlers y'all haven't done. I don't understand how to turn them into Muppets. Tell you what, David, if you've got a bunch of pictures and images, if they can be in some type of a category, like we've done 90s teams, 2000s teams, factions. If you've got a category for them, put them in a category with the images, send them over an email, subject line, Josh, turn these into Muppets. And I'll see if I can get to them. Most definitely, yeah, that was Corey. Hey, Evie Ware saying, do you think going to NXT would have benefited Jade?
Yes.
No.
I do.
Yes.
Well, here's the deal. If she did, it would still be a Goldberg thing in NXT too.
Correct. That's why I say no. Do I think that I think the only thing that's going to truly benefit her is the reps. She just needs more reps. And I think one of you, was it Corey, you just mentioned about the house shows.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She just needs more reps.
Yeah, back when Trish and Lita were coming on, I mean, they were at house shows all the time. I mean, people were working 5 nights a week and maybe being home 1 day a week. It was...
Well, they got Zilla. It was Zilla Fatu's working before shows, before the SmackDown and stuff, wasn't he?
Is he?
I don't know.
Wasn't there video footage? There's video footage of him coming out.
Oh, that was that him or Hikuleo?
That was Hikuleo. I'm sorry.
Hikuleo, yeah. Yeah.
Which apparently somebody said they saw him in town.
So I was hoping you guys didn't catch that.
Haha.
Although now people are like, I see Hikuleo joining with Jacob Fatu because their dads were a tag team.
I'm okay with that.
However, Hikuleo is also sibling to Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
Yep. I hear Dustin's
yeah.
right before the kick out.
JA Show, do you guys think that Rock will make an appearance tonight?
No.
I think Brock will. I
missed the letter.
I don't know, but it would be funny if The Rock does. However he does. Just because I know that a lot of the internet wrestling community would be so frustrated and upset if he does, and sometimes reading all of their comments makes me giggle.
You think you got it figured out.
Cody turns heel on Cena at SummerSlam, thus completing the double turn. If there's a double turn between Cena and Cody so that Cena goes out as a face, I'm also okay with that.
I would be completely flabbergasted if Cena doesn't turn back to face before he's done. He's got to go out as a baby.
Although I would love him to go out as a heel. Just because it would just ruffle so many feathers. And it's so unexpected. Everybody expects him to turn face.
Ooh, he's going... Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
But whoever sets it up usually is the one that takes it.
True.
Tommy Phoenix Risen. Sting has always been my favorite all time.
Oh, in the ribs.
Slow burn, heel turn it is.
Yep.
In the ribs.
So
that would suck.
So like I said at the beginning of this, gentlemen,
adrenaline.
This live stream is brought to you by Slammin' Barbecue, and I got to go check the smoker. So talk to you in a little bit.
All right, you do that. We're going to read through some more of the comments.
Yes, that's...
Okay.
Dude,
Corey
right before you start, you figure out which ones you're going to read next. I'm just going to throw it out here. I mowed the yard earlier. I was like still sweating after that, after an hour. Right. I think I just now stopped. Sweating.
Yeah. Joshua 2814 saying Corey's right on the promo. Ironically, Asuka, who is not a native speaker, replied better to Jade than she did to her.
Because she replies in the moment. Stop trying to figure out what the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing is.
Yeah.
React to what's going on. They say that's what they say about acting. Acting is reacting.
Right.
So
Chris Thorne saying, Corey, I think what you were talking about was with CVV on the Chris Van Vliet podcast about the...
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep. Coxie's comments saying, which match are we on right now? We just finished up Cody versus Randy Orton. Skittles, I'm glad in Saudi we don't get a million Z-list celebrity breaks. It's probably how they can fit in the extra match. Yeah. He used the LA Knight emoji, which doesn't show up on our stream the way it does. But those that are actually watching it on YouTube, if you look at the comments, you'll see it.
Yeah.
So that's hilarious. Naomi is going to... Says no. Naomi is going to find a way for Jade to lose the match tonight. I would be okay with that. David Mathis, Demolition needs to go into this coming year's Hall of Fame. Way overdue.
Yes.
They are a great tag team. Totally agree. Now, do we get Axe, Smash, and Crush, or just Axe and Smash?
Just do them all.
Just do them all.
How else is Crush going to get in there?
True.
Orton hasn't gone to the back yet.
Ultimate 23 Dragon, Josh's feed has always been ahead. I noticed that during the WrestleMania streams. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hey?
I think it's just because I'm on the computer and it's hardwired in, so I don't even have a Wi-Fi lag because I'm straight in on landline. So that's
maybe that's
I'm
it.
Guessing. I don't know. But
crap, now I got to hardwire my TV.
And I'm not going in through any app. I'm just going straight to Peacock's website and running it there. So
All right. I am hopping back and reloading, seeing if that helps me out. Oy!
Let's see. What do we got? John Cena's going to cheat and keep the title, John Stevenson says. I hope so.
Shocker.
Jennifer Mathis, I don't watch wrestling anymore. I stopped watching wrestling in 1999, and I just wanted to say, I'll watch so much of the watch along, and I'm still cheering for Cody, so there's that. Appreciate that.
All right.
Appreciate the support. Jay Wigmore, punt him. Soft. Yeah. Didn't Trish start as a manager, though? What year did she truly start wrestling? Yeah, she did start as a manager with Test and Albert, if I remember right.
Yep.
And then eventually just started to go in, but it was back in that time where women's wrestling wasn't even wrestling because all they wanted them to do was just show off their bodies.
Matches.
Yeah, started having matches in 2000. Tommy Phoenix Rising saying no, she didn't start as a valet. I thought she did. She started as she was in the business as a fitness model, but then I thought she came in.
She was a manager prior to actually having matches.
John Stevenson, maybe Truth interferes and makes Cena lose to CM Punk.
I think Truth will interfere. I don't think that's going to be the result. Or, yeah, I still think Truth could get involved.
Yeah. Jay Show, do you guys feel that Solo needs gold, or if he's better without it? Solo doesn't need the gold. I've always been of the belief that title belts are, you either put the belt on somebody because they need the belt, or you put the belt on somebody because the belt needs that person. With the U.S. title, I don't know. I don't know.
Right now, see how far ahead you are. Advertising Riyadh Facts, 13 PLE from Kingdom of Saudi.
Yep, I see that.
8th from Riyadh. Okay.
And then it just flipped over the Night of Champions logo.
And flip.
So you went out and back in, and you set yourself even farther behind.
Did I now? Son of a nutcracker.
That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, I'm hardwiring this TV. See if that helps.
Tommy Phoenix Risen, it's expensive trip, so of course, could Rock come to Saudi to flip everyone off? I mean, it's possible.
Oh, he's got money. He's got the money.
Orton pulling out the stops. He should have just punted him. Yeah, like that he pulled it. The only way that the Rhodes Cena double turn works is that The Rock appears and he and Cody shake hands, because now the Cena selling his soul to The Rock thing makes no sense since The Rock has done nothing since.
Now I'm spinning. What the heck?
Corey, the only thing with WWE is they make you follow strictly the rules most of the time. John Danzo, agree with Demolition, but Bam Bam Bigelow is long overdue. Yes. I'll have to read that one when Dustin comes back in to get his take, because Bam Bam was one of his favorites. Cody not going to put the crown on his head? Question mark. Randy's going to snap. As a Jersey boy, Joshua 2018 says, I agree. Bam Bam, Hall of Fame. For sure.
Yes.
Everywhere, I wouldn't mind a heel Orton versus Cena for about 3 PLE matches while Cena continues to go down memory lane with the likes of AJ Styles and others. Yep. Yeah. Tommy Phoenix Risen saying, the only thing WWE tends to make you follow the scripts completely, Most other places let you react whatever your character is dealing with. So he's talking about the promos and how, you stick to the script, and they do kind of do that, which there was a rumor coming around that Mariah May is getting heat because of that very reason. She doesn't want to follow the script because they're trying to make her be too much of a traditional baby face, and she's just doing her Mariah May character. So apparently Road Dogg's got some issues. It's popping up on Twitter with me this morning. I'm like, one, why are you trying to change something that has obviously worked? But
making it your own. Yes. WWE trying to make their own thing does not always work.
No. Yeah, because sometimes it's like, just leave it. If it's already worked somewhere else, just leave it alone. Let's see. And you are the main streaming stream too, Josh. I am, the main streaming stream. Yeah, it's all coming in here and out here and through here and whatnot. And Dustin's back. Hey, Dustin.
Dustin's back.
John Danzo says that he agrees with Demolition going into the Hall of Fame, but Bam Bam Bigelow is long overdue.
Agreed. 100% accurate.
Yep. Christopher saying, I was at the NXT house show last night and saw Blake Monroe, Mariah May debut. She was a superstar.
Awesome.
I could have sworn Trish didn't start as a valet. Honestly, I can't remember. It's so far long ago. We're talking 25 years, so I can't remember anything.
She's a valet for TNA. Test and Albert.
Yeah. You said TNA,
Josh,
and I went to like...
for about 5.
No,
the
Test and Albert.
NWA. All right, gotcha, Corey. Okay.
Did he pick who he was going with on this?
No, he didn't yet, but he's got time. Tommy Phoenix Risen saying Truth will interfere for Cena's opponent. Interesting. Christopher Strike Leather, if Punk wins the title, Seth is going to cash in on him and Roman stops him. Oh.
That would be good.
That would be good. However, that would be good. I like that. But how does that build up? Because I think they're going to push for Cena or for Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at WrestleMania next year for a title. And they'll probably want the title on Seth at that point to drop it to CM Punk. I don't know. It'll be interesting. John Stevenson, you three brothers still rock. Thank you very much.
As long
you
as
guys
we don't
think
roll.
Raquel will pull out a surprise win?
No.
But it is a street fight.
If Liv was involved, yes. Liv. Oh, well, Roxanne Perez has been kind of doing her thing.
It depends,
I don't know. I got time to think about it.
It depends on where we see this going. Yes, Bam Bam so overdue. Jay Wigmore, Rhea should win. Yeah. Should possibly. Yeah. I'm not sure. Raquel needs the win.
Okay. Here's my vote. Here's my vote for this. I'm going with Rhea just because the last several matches Rhea's been in, she has not went over. So, I mean, other than...
Defeated Raquel Rodriguez at the 2023 Crown Jewel. She has a 4-1 career record against Raquel and 31-3 record on 1-1 matches since 2002. So she's only lost 3 singles matches in the last 3 years.
I'm going off mute, Josh.
The what? Yeah, I got you off mute.
Got me off mute?
Yep.
I'm going Rhea. Doesn't make sense to put it on or do anything with Raquel other than having
The
the
tag
little chick come out and interfere. What's her name? Perez. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
She looks scared. So are we synced up again, or is Josh still ahead of us?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's Raquel. There's Rhea.
Raquel. Rhea.
Raquel.
Rhea just throws
Raquel.
a punch.
That helps.
One, two.
I think Corey's just a
three.
second behind us.
Okay.
Like a half second.
Raquel, Rhea,
Raquel. Rhea.
Beth, Raquel.
Raquel.
We're
Raquel.
close.
All three.
Okay,
All three.
who do I want? You know what? I'm going to be different. I'm going to say Raquel.
Cool.
You got it just
Right in time for the ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
You know, Father's Day this year, my boys got me some Dr. Pepper. And I feel like Andre the Giant with these.
Got you the 6-ounce cans?
They're just tiny little guys. Come here,
It's a cute little cat.
That's hilarious.
7.5. 7.5.
There you go. Christopher John saying, "What's up, Dustin? I can't watch right now because I'm at work. I'm there with y'all in spirit."
Woohoo!
Christopher John's been the one that has been Team Dustin in pretty much all of the games and stuff, and he's been leading a Team Dustin charge.
Awesome. I'm gonna send him a shirt. I just need his address.
Don't get this goofed up. We're Team Dustin too. Just not as much as I'm Team Corey.
Breeze Dorling saying believes Mommy wins. Christopher Strike Leather going with Rhea to win, but wouldn't mind seeing Raquel win. Yeah, I think Rhea probably will, but I'm going to go with Raquel just because I want to see her win. So I'm going to do the one different thing.
Not very violent for a street fight.
Yet.
It's like a regular match.
Skittles
We just got
saying
started.
Raquel needs the W. Rhea needs to stop looking far too strong for a bit. John Danzo. How long before Mariah May and Jordan Grace appear on the main roster? Every day that they are not on the main roster is a day too long.
Yep. It's a sad, sad day in the wrestling industry.
Chalky81.
But
Roman
then again,
interrupts.
go ahead.
Roman interrupts. Brock wipes out everyone, putting them all on notice.
Yeah, let's go.
And Luna Dusk, if you three were still in the business, would you go to Saudi? Sure.
Oh, would I if
Right
I were
now?
in the Fed? Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would. I can't really foresee a reason that I wouldn't. And not necessarily think that they would want me to go.
Yeah.
It's hotter than South Carolina, so I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Well, I mean, I did go and take a trip over to Kenya, so right on the equator. Not getting much hotter than that.
That's true. Is it humid over in Kenya, by the way? Or is it just like a dry heat?
Depends on what part of Kenya, obviously, but mostly dry, but where I was at in Kisumu, because it's right on Lake Victoria, which is like the second largest lake in the world, it was a little humid.
I always find it funny when people say, well, it's a dry heat. And it's like, well, so is an oven, but I'm not sticking my head in it.
Right?
You wouldn't take a bamboo to the belly?
No.
How many zeros?
That
What's
was
that
a
check
little
look
high
like?
for the belly.
This is true. It depends on what the check looks like.
What's that check look like? Yeah, hit me with that side of the chair too. Depends on the check.
She ate it.
She ate it. I liked it.
Checking her head for.
Poor Raquel can't show off the back muscles in Saudi gear. Yeah.
Nope.
Jay saying Saudi gear is better anyways. I will say I like the creativity that the women have to put in with their Saudi gear.
With the bodysuits,
yeah. The fact that they're trying something different. So
like the Julia and what was the what's her name last night?
Yeah.
Julia's gear not being Julia's gear not just being a bodysuit, but actually having pants with the top. That
was cool.
That was a little bit different. I liked it. I don't know. Some of it seems a little funky, but I think maybe it's just because it's different.
I think it's a different thing. Joshua 2814 saying the same thing. He said that actually Julia's Saudi gear was cool.
Yeah.
And Jay saying, I'm just so sick of the women wrestling in lingerie. Facts.
Yeah.
John Danzo, where are all the Corey Maniacs, brother? Listen. Jay Wigmore saying, Skittles, making a good point. What did I miss one?
Ooh.
Oh, I think it was the Rhea Raquel. Raquel needs the W. Ooh.
Ouch.
Jay Show 86. I think Raquel needs the win. I remember when she was unstoppable for a moment. Yeah, it was. Christopher Strike Leather. Jordan Grace, if Jordan Grace doesn't win the NXT Women's title at Evolution, then she will be on SmackDown the following Friday.
I can see that.
Yep. Skittles,
here's
how long before we get Kendo?
Kendos?
How long before we get kendo sticks that look like Slim Jims?
Next
Just
week,
a matter of time.
You said it.
Oh, you said it. We're going to see it.
From your brain to their pocketbook. Here's my problem with Jordan Grace. Yeah. Here's my problem with Jordan Grace and what's-her-face coming over to the main roster is there's only so many spots. That means somebody's got to, fade off in the background. Who's that going to be?
Jade Cargill, Naomi, Nia Jax. There's 3 of them.
Thank you, Dust. I'm not the only heel on the show.
But I don't care.
I love Naomi. Tommy Phoenix is in 316. My mom went to Uganda a few trips for missionary work. Fantastic. He says Raquel needs to be pushed solo. Yep. John Stevens says, do not forget, Liv could interfere in Rhea's chance to get even.
Good save by the ref there. Did you see that? Slammed her into the stairs, and the stairs started falling, and the ref reaches over and grabs him.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
We have a belt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we'll do that. Oh, we have a belt.
Genevieve,
That's
watching you guys while dropping off one kid and waiting to pick up the other in the parking lot from work. Not sure what's happening on the pay-per-view. Right now,
Someone's
Rhea Ripley
getting a whooping.
is taking a leather belt to Raquel.
Oh, my goodness.
With metal holes.
The fireball ladder and the Slim Jim kendo stick with a Charmin chair.
That's awesome.
No.
Ooh.
Yep. And a kick. Ain't over. The table's not broke.
Joshua 2814. Tommy, my father worked in Death Valley for a year. He said it literally felt like walking to an oven in summer.
Yep.
I'm telling you. The first time that I went to Vegas in the summertime and I stepped out of the airport, I was like, oh, tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Boom. It was like someone just slapped me with a frying pan to the face. It was just,
She's doing
okay,
it wrong.
this is hot.
Okay, now you're trying to do it better.
That's a big girl to be putting that on, though.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red
Put on
light.
a red light. Roxanne. Uh-oh.
She's gonna get a kick to the face.
She still got that belt. You may want to move. You're going to get a whooping.
Ooh.
Here's the thing I like about Roxanne Perez, though. You know, she plays the scared, but yet I'm still going to come at you type of character.
Yeah.
And I like that. Because anybody that's going to fight in any type of a fight, if they're scared, that's fine, but you're going to find a way to come back at them. And she does a good job at that. I like that character. Boot to the face, I just said. Oh, wowie.
But there was a kendo stick right there.
Yep. Oh, she ain't done. Oh.
Maybe she is.
Michael Cole. Some people would say that Roxanne Perez belongs in the trash can.
Cole's having fun.
Oh!
On the underside of the stairs.
Oh! Watch your face.
I couldn't delay my my reaction on that one.
Yeah.
First a lawn dart into the pole, and then the underside of it. Owie.
Luna Dusk, shout out to Team Josh.
There we go.
We got one.
There's always got to be one oddball in the conversation.
Oh.
Whoa. That was
And
slick.
it didn't break.
Squish.
Set loss of... Hold on. Set loss of Randy, Macho Man Savage. I prefer his commercials to what they're doing with Slim Jim, putting that on the chairs and other stuff. That's why I don't watch wrestling with some. Yeah, it took me a little bit just because of the. But yes, hey, Macho Man's Slim Jim commercials back in the day, so much better.
Oh yeah.
Oh. J Show 86. I feel like they should have a whole women's show, not just a PLE every once in a while.
Aren't they planning that?
So like not just like
PLE.
a PLE, but doing an entire show.
Oh,
so
just
like
a show?
A Raw, SmackDown.
Yeah.
They got enough people.
Yeah, but...
Well, they have enough people if people don't get injured.
What?
Like this is going to happen?
You lost your mind?
Way to steal the ring. That's all right. I'll make up that point on you, Dustin, when it comes to the Jade match.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, J Show 86. They had one for a few years. Rocks literally fits completely in the dustbin. Joshua 2814. Am I the only one who thought Rhea was much bigger than she is at first? She feels bigger. Well,
Physically?
she feels bigger when they put her up next to all the smaller ones.
But she's lost weight.
Which is pretty much... She has. And that's considering how much larger Raquel is.
Yeah, Raquel.
Or Roxanne. I don't know.
Raquel. John Stevenson. I wonder if Rhea's husband is going to come back to WWE. I do not know.
I hope not.
I think there's some of them that are starting to rethink the idea of jumping back over because they were hoping they would get some push.
A push.
And they're getting essentially the same booking that AEW had with them, which is the same booking that WWE had with them the time before.
But Buddy's hurt. That's why he hasn't been on TV lately.
Right.
That's why Brody's been doing all of his thing. And he hasn't been cleared.
I want to see all of House of Black, or what used to be House of Black, to come on over to the Fed.
What are you guys watching right now?
LFG commercial.
LFG.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Skittles saying, Rhea is big, Raquel is just bigger. Facts.
Yes.
True.
Chucky. Cole on the pre-show waves to Byron Saxton and say, it's nice to see your face in the ring. That's hilarious. Yeah, he says you're usually on your back staring at the sky. That's hilarious. Jennifer, yeah, stopped watching after Owen died. Tried to watch it in 2000 and up. Just couldn't stay interested. This is what should have been at the end of that other comment. Okay. Yeah. It can.
So then she watches now? Obviously, because or is she just watching us?
I think she's mostly just watching us and catching some of the wrestling YouTube stuff, at least from my understanding. Yeah, Rhea's going to Riptide into the table. Hey, it was off the table, but yeah. Yeah, Buddy has said his ankle injury has not been healing like it should be. Right. This said has, but I think it was hasn't. Yeah.
Ooh. Ankles are so touchy.
Yeah, they had the PPV I was meaning. They've got another women's PPV coming up on July 13th, Evolution.
I see that.
So it'll be... Yeah, hey, it's right there on the bottom.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Way to read, Josh.
I was reading a comment while that popped up. It was just...
Julia! See, look at that gear. She didn't have to... She got her own look. Didn't have to compromise anything.
Yep. Love the ref balancing the table for them. Yes. Good referee. Stay out of the way, but make sure you help.
Yes. Okay, hang on. Let me jump in here and talk about Karrion Kross for a moment.
Okay.
I haven't seen a whole lot of his work. I caught a match that he did on Main Event a few weeks back and was not overly impressed. I don't know if it was the opponent, which I don't remember who it was, or just the producer of whoever put it together or what, but something about it just seemed a little off. So I'm hoping to see some good stuff, especially since he's working Sammy, who can definitely work almost anybody. So, there. I said my piece.
Okay, so I did not like Karrion Kross when he first came in. like a long time ago, the first time he came in. I didn't like him.
Back when it was the stupid little Vince mask that he had to wear.
Stupid thing. It was so stupid. But he is.
We got to make it our own.
Not only
was this the Gladiator thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Not only his in-ring ability, his mic work, everything. He keeps stepping it up and improving, which comes with experience. Jade Cargill, take some notes.
Yeah.
But I'm liking him. I saw a couple of his matches here recently, and I'm not hating on it. I mean, he's not as polished as Randy Orton, but nobody really is right now.
Right, and I think that, God, I want to say there was something in that particular match, and I wish I could remember who it was that he was working. But there's something in that match, and it might have been an editing thing, because it was like he got hit with something, part of a comeback, and then it was like within 3 seconds, all of a sudden, it didn't matter. Like, he didn't no-sell it, he was moving on to the next thing, and it was just like, it seemed weird to me. So makes me wonder if it was more of an editing issue.
Might have been. TikTok.
Got him.
Jimmy and Jacob will form an alliance, and also, when are the Tongas coming back?
When they stop getting hurt?
Yeah, they got
when one's healthy and the other one can work.
I don't remember, when was it that I was mentioning? Oh, it was a interview I did yesterday with the Cerebral Palsy Gamer, and we were talking about Bloodline and everything, potential Survivor Series, and I said, let's have a Bloodline versus Bloodline Survivor Series.
Absolutely.
Let's get Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Jacob Fatu, and Zilla Fatu, there's 5, against Solo, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, Hikuleu, and JC Mateo.
Man, JC.
Which one of these things is not like the others?
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Yeah, I think that would be hilarious. Thoughts on this match?
I like Sammy. Sammy's fun.
I'm gonna go with Sammy.
He's fun to watch.
I'm going with
he needs a haircut and trim that beard, but yeah.
Dustin's going.
I don't know.
If he cuts his hair, then he looks as bald as me.
I said trim. Did I? Or did I say cut?
You said cut his hair and trim his beard.
Everbrand.
Just trim them both then.
While I am happy we have the largest amount of wrestling shows and promotions, it is crazy to think that WWE still doesn't have enough hours to feature everyone.
Yeah, it is. But I'm so thankful that they're doing matches that are more than just 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, go out and give me 5 with
I think
entrance.
the other part that sometimes we can forget as just fans of the product is that this is a sport as well. These are athletes, not just entertainers. And with athletes, you're bound to get injuries. So if you're featuring everybody and then somebody gets injured, now you have a gap. If you're not featuring everybody and you have a gap because somebody gets injured, you can pull somebody in off the bench. You know, it's like in football, the next man up.
Right.
Somebody gets injured, you've got somebody sitting there that can bring them in. So they can't feature everybody without then, oh wait, now we don't have enough people. Corey, Cross, or Zaney?
I'll say Cross.
Oh, that was close.
I know, you kept talking.
So here's a question. Talking about getting hurt and they are athletes and everything.
Yeah.
How many times, other than your very first match, and even then, your very first match, depending on what it was, how many times did you actually wrestle where you were 100% healthy and didn't have any aches and pains or? Because I don't remember any.
Truth. True point.
Never.
I don't know.
Not even the first match because you've been training for months, so you've got
Yep.
aches and pains and bumps and bruises.
Yep.
Yeah, there's never 100%, but there's optimal condition.
Heck,
Right.
I was even sunburned on my first match. So there you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They have to go full heel with Julia. Her heel run in Stardom was immense. So good.
Do it. Do it.
Sammy Cross next. Jennifer Mathis saying, "You're right, Josh. I just watch your wrestling stuff and occasionally these watch-alongs." Love it. Skittle saying, "I love Cross's entrance. It's so good."
It is.
Yeah, Christopher Strike Leather saying, "Corey, go watch Cross's stuff in NXT." Facts.
Okay. Yeah, I hear big stuff about that.
And even if
Hear
you can
big stuff
find
about
some
that.
of like the stuff before he even came to NXT, the Killer Cross stuff, good.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like he's very underrated. Karrion Kross, that is, should have been a champion by now. He is somebody that has the look, the promo skills, and the in-ring ability that could be carrying something. I can see him in there with anybody. They haven't. Fortnite Yeet Squad. Hello, Josh, Corey, and the other guy.
Oh.
Hello.
What up?
That's hilarious. Man, that crowd is hot for
Yeah.
Sammy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ultimate 23 Dragon. I feel Sammy's going to win, but I would rather have Cross win. Same. I would rather Cross win.
I just can't see where this would go if Sammy wins. If
And
Sammy
Sammy
wins,
always
this
wins
is just over.
And Sammy always wins in Saudi, so
Saudi.
He's going to eventually have to lose.
Well, yeah, but Rhea Ripley has won 31 out of 34 matches since 2022, so she's eventually going to have to lose.
Singles matches.
Right. And this was a singles match.
Singles match. But she's lost a lot of matches. She's lost.
Well, true.
She lost the other ones. Yeah.
And she was 4-1 against Raquel, so it was like she's got to lose sometime.
And the ones she's
what
lost
was it,
have
last
been for
year?
titles, so,
Well, and last year, Drew lost in his hometown.
58 seconds.
John Stevens
Oh,
saying that would be awesome if the whole House of Black was in WWE, then Rhea could join, and that would rule.
Oh, that would be good. That would.
I would giggle.
That would be good.
And have the House of Black against the Judgment Days.
Ooh, or the House of Black against Seth's faction once they add in Becky.
Oh, they just decimate him.
What do you think of the Aleister Black and the Ron Killings thing angle that they're shooting?
I like it in the fact that I think they could put on a good show. It gives something
Absolutely.
for Aleister to do, and it puts it takes Ron off of Cena.
Yep.
I don't like it for that exact reason. It takes Ron off of Cena, and it tells me that WWE didn't know what to do with either guys, so they're like, we got to do something because the crowd likes you both, but we don't know what to do, so here.
Fair points.
Well, start sending them
slobber off,
ideas. Start sending them booking ideas.
No, they just need to start watching our stuff, and then they'll find out booking ideas.
Yeah, they're going to get so many booking ideas, they're not going to be able to sift through it like us.
The Slim Jim Singapore cane.
Yes. Who came up with that idea?
Was that
Skittles or was that who was that?
It's okay.
Yeah, watch Josh Corey and the other guy.
I see T-shirts being evolved.
Josh Corey and the other guy.
and then t-shirts with just Dustin's face and two thumbs. The other guy.
Well, according to the Muppet picture, I'm the 7-foot other guy.
But let's be real.
Clearly,
you do
Muppets
that
are realistic.
whenever you're having a photo with the two of us.
I do.
You always
I do.
put your arms on us, shove us down to lift yourself up an extra 6 inches,
And then stand on your tiptoes.
Yeah,
It works. It works.
and I didn't even upload that. So how ChatGPT knew that's what you were doing? No clue.
I called ahead.
Apparently.
I phoned
Must
it
have.
in.
Yeah, and Tommy saying Jeff Cobb's the only one in that bunch of bloodline that is technically not related in some way. Yeah. Although, who knows, maybe you get The Rock in there instead, but I doubt that's happening. But
Well, and Jeff Cobb wrestled last night on SmackDown, and it was dull. He was wrestling Jimmy, and it was just like, it was the most boring match I've ever seen in my life. I would almost rather watch Jade Cargill against Nia Jax. I mean,
Nope.
almost.
No, almost.
Joshua 2814 saying, I was a fan of Carrie in an NXT, and Scarlett is one of the best real-life partner plays valet. 100%.
Yeah.
She's so good at it. Carrion's a lot more this go around, more like his Lucha Underground and indie persona. Agreed. Mm-hmm. Skittles is saying, Cross to win, Sammy to slowly turn heel and join him is my prediction.
Double axe handle.
J Show. Are you ahead of us now?
I don't know. Sammy's got one leg in, one leg out. The other leg just came out. Now he's climbing the ropes.
Yep. Same.
I'm ahead? No,
Nope, you're fine.
No. We're good. Climbing. One foot on the top and other foot on the top. And whoop.
I'm slightly ahead of you, but not by much. DVD.
Okay. I was ahead again. That's the problem. Just harder to believe JC was Matanza at this point. Cross. Can you see Aleister Black and Cross as a tag team? That'd be fun.
I can see it.
Cross is so underrated, yes. Jay Wigmore, respect the Dustin.
Thank you, Jay.
Tommy Phoenix Risen, I support you, Dustin. Tommy saying, Dustin. I don't see Brody King being signed by WWE, honestly. Yeah, he would be the one of House of Black that I don't think it would happen.
Oh, he's the one I want.
I know, but I just...
So bad. Put that guy in there with Gunther and just watch the Chopathon.
Oh, it'd be great, but I just don't see WWE doing it.
Why not?
Legs aren't long enough.
Why wouldn't they?
Ring bells by Radisson. Honestly, because they're going to do the same thing. They just don't know what to do with him. They're going to look at him and it's like, he needs to be a big guy. But when it comes to big guys, the WWE's big guys are so much bigger.
Correct.
But he's too big to be a small guy. So he's going to hit that thing where it's like, we don't know what to do with you, Miro.
Well, you're barking up the wrong tree with that because I haven't seen anything out of Miro that I thought was worth watching. I've only seen a small handful of things, but I don't see it. I don't see what everybody else sees. Brody King, on the other hand, money.
Yeah,
Money, 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 money.
For a second there, I thought we had another super chat coming in.
That's me.
Dustin, does this
Yes.
mean Matthew needs to censor the tables? Or sponsor the tables? Oh, I am the table? Matthew? Matthew from Botchamania?
Sure.
Jay Wigmore. Bet it all.
Bet it all.
Josh, you mean the Slim Jim Punjabi prison match?
No.
Punjabi.
Yep. I think Sammy wins, and he challenges Gunther at SummerSlam and wins the world title just to have Seth cash in, just like Orton did to Daniel Bryan in 2013. Ooh. I can see all of that happening.
You guys got to change it up. You can't just be swiping Gunther's gimmick.
Oh, yeah. Lucha Underground. Yeah, the amount of stars in both AEW and WWE from Lucha Underground is crazy. Lucha Underground gave a lot of the indie guys at that time a spotlight nationally that...
Wow, yeah.
Corey,
so
I would
now
love
we're doing
Brody to be there, but I just don't see it like WWE has thought of the rough guys lately. Jay Wigmore, love all the possibilities there with the title picture and the Money in the Bank. Yeah, that's definitely
Push the rope away with your foot, Karrion. Oh.
Man, you didn't tell me nothing.
I finally got caught up through our comments.
Yay.
Right.
Oh.
We got it there. I am not updating our ticker, though.
That's okay.
Now you got more work to do. What's that?
No updating the ticker. People just have to ask in the comments what match we're on or who won what.
Ah.
I heard some little rumor that part of Karrion not getting a push was because he doesn't take flat back bumps. Like, somehow that's what people are upset about because he kind of lands slightly off kilter.
Does he?
So did Rick Flair his entire life.
Sammy got him. Yeah. Flair never took a flat back bump.
Well, not after that plane crash. Before that, he did. But we're talking 70s.
There's no footage of it. There's no footage of it.
That could be.
And I want to say I saw Karrion take a really nice flat back bump when Sammy came off with his double axe handle.
Yeah, Bree's saying Cross is still a jobber. And whoever's booking WWE, yeah, we'll let him win on main event. And that's it. Sammy for the win.
I will say I do like watching these pay-per-views in the middle of the day because it turns around and guarantees I'm going to be awake. So that's a good thing.
This is true. And you've got energy to focus. Oh,
Especially
can you
an
imagine how
AEW
fun?
one. Ooh.
Imagine how fun it's going to be for AEW because that starts at
That's
like
gonna be
2
good.
p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we can go until 8 p.m. A 6-hour one. All right, I gotta go hit the refill station. So
sounds good. Floating
Yeah,
coffee
right.
hands out
Recycling.
there, right?
Yay, Sammy.
And they're still turning around, and I mean, Karrion's still reaching out, playing the whole storyline. I mean, something's going to happen.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to help him up or something. Watch this.
You hear that?
Commercial
No,
break.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't hear a
Commercial
thing.
break.
Yep. 2K25 with Abyss.
Is that Shaq?
In the middle? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
The Great Khali.
So yeah, you've had my barbecue sauce before, right?
Oh,
And
dude, so good.
you know how sweet it is and everything.
I've
Um,
got like 3 bottles in the kitchen. Yeah.
I am making burnt ends, but I put my
Mm-hmm.
sauce on it, and then I turn around and gave it a nice little sprinkling, just a little light sprinkling of some cayenne, and then some more light brown sugar on top of that.
Shut
To
up.
give it a little spicy sweet.
Yaddy.
I just went and stirred it just a minute ago, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's going to have me salivating over here. It's not fair.
Did you ever see Danielle's doggy?
I did when y'all came to visit.
Here's what was funny. For the
That's what was funny?
longest time, this dog wouldn't have anything to do with me. And then just in the last 3 or 4 days, this dog likes me. Don't you? Hey, come here. Come here. Come on. Come up here. You're not going to do it now, are you? You did it earlier.
AAA
There you
tag
go.
titles.
Come on, come say hi to everybody. You want to say hi to everybody? They're
Los
right there.
Garzas.
They're right there. See? Okay. No? Okay. She's camera shy.
Well, many are.
Somebody says, what is it? The iguana guy's supposed to be on Monday Night Raw coming up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Was it Mr. Iguana? Is that it?
Yeah, Mr. Iguana.
I don't
He
know.
was funny.
He was amusing. I don't know if I necessarily want to bring him up to the main roster right away, but
I want to see a match between Mr. Iguana and Danhausen. That's what I want to see.
Curse the lizard.
A new chapter.
Okay, so we have got
Rumble.
3 for 3 with baby faces winning, Christopher Strikeleather says.
All right, bring on the heels.
Well, you know Cena's going to win, so there's one.
Rumble. I love the Rumble.
Rumble and Riyadh. How do you pronounce that? Riyadh or Riyadh? Riyadh. Oh, that's a cool building.
Joshua 28, 14.
looks
Sandy was
like a Star Trek
listening to
building.
him. If this was Cross's long game, that would be cool. Ultimate 23 Dragon. Speaking of WWE content nobody watches, is the Speed Championship still a thing? You got me.
I don't know. I don't watch X, so. Okay, I'm going Jacob.
What? You don't think Hikuleo comes out?
I'm going with
Don't
Jacob.
put it on Solo. Don't put it on Solo.
Dustin is going with Jacob, and I am going with Solo.
Okay. We've had 3 babies go over. We've only got a couple more matches left.
Yeah, but you know you got Cena winning, so there's a heel.
Yeah, that's one. What's the other match besides Fatu, Solo, and
you got the
Cena?
Queen of the Ring.
The Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, Asuka.
Ugh. And neither one of those is technically a heel, so yeah, and them saying rumors of Hikuleo in. Yep, Solo's going over.
You say Solo?
I say Solo. I don't like it, but I say Solo.
Solo. But
Hey,
then
Josh.
again, does Asuka go over because Naomi comes in and interferes? And then we just get a 3-face, 3-heel type of a deal?
It's still.
But a heel would win because
What are you talking
Naomi
about?
won.
No. Naomi doesn't cash in. She just comes in and, ooh, could you cash in on the Queen of the Ring tournament?
Why would you?
Why would you?
Because it guarantees you a title shot.
But so
You
does the
already have
briefcase.
it in the briefcase.
And because you're a heel and you just want to cost other people their shots.
Because we're just going to completely ignore logic.
Yeah, you're petty.
Got it.
That's why.
No. No.
I didn't ask if she should. I asked if she could.
She could. It wouldn't make any sense.
Hey, Corey,
Like,
this is professional wrestling.
I'm going to use the money in the bank.
True.
Briefcase
We were just talking
for the Speed Championship.
Yeah, we were just talking about a guy
wrestling. We're not talking
who walks
logic.
out with a puppet iguana. Like, wrestling just doesn't.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me. He's crazy.
Okay. Grizz Thorn is saying, like I said, I blame Vince and the gimp look that hurt him, Cross being. Now it is someone who just doesn't see Cross the way that most people see him. Agreed. Breeze Dorling, whose barbecue sauce is better, Corey's or JR's? I think we're talking about Dustin's barbecue sauce.
Dustin's. Or JR's? Haven't had JR's.
I haven't had JR's, so I can't say, but I will say Slammin' Barbecue is slammin'.
So good.
So what you missed, Josh, was I was telling Corey I'm making burnt ends, and I turn around and I put my barbecue sauce in there, and then I turn around and I just dusted it with a little cayenne and brown sugar, and then put it back on for the last little bit until it gets about 200 and some degrees. So that way you pull up the burnt ends and it just a little spicy sweet type. I just went in. When I get done with them, when they're all done, I'll bring you a little plate and I'll show you.
You know what? You
What?
do that. I got something for you.
I will.
Let me see if I can find it. Who was that?
The other guy.
Yeah.
But the other guy makes some good barbecue, so nah.
You know what?
Do I know what? Yeah.
All right, where are we at?
I
Solo's
hear
walking out.
music.
Dun 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 dun.
Yep.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Fireball.
Green light.
He's walking. He's now at the speakers. He's down the ramp.
I'm
walking down
walking.
the ramp.
He's walking down the ramp.
I think I'm ahead of you.
I'm walking. I'm a little behind.
So I'll pause.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. States
Ooh, he's undefeated in
Championship.
Riyadh.
I was waiting for him to say solo so I could pop in there.
What did he do to the towel? It's not very Taz.
I'm trying. He's walking up the stairs. Put the towel down.
Yeah.
First foot in.
And walking up the stairs right now. Towel down. First foot in the ring. Now. I had some network issue here today. I've gotten me a spinning ring every so often.
You're a network
Thankfully, it's
issue.
in between. Yes, you're a network issue. Thankfully, that spinning ring has only happened during the commercials that they're trying to fill me up with.
Ah, there you go.
Flame. One. 1, 2. Jacob Fatu.
So did you tell your interviewee to tune in live today?
Nope.
You should shoot him a message. Say, hop on. Say hi.
There you go, Dustin.
Hello, what?
Your name?
Other guy. I'm the other guy.
You get to be the other guy now. That's what you get for trying to taunt me. Although I do
keep
wonder.
It up, Team Dustin's going to come at you.
I do wonder.
I have
They
loyal
might.
Fans.
I wonder if he is streaming today.
He might be.
Let me see. He streamed some of them, but I didn't check with him to see if he was going to be streaming this one or not. Nope, doesn't look like he's streaming. I wonder who all is streaming. What have we got? Night of Champions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like Dustin's only a half second ahead of me.
I've paused it about 17 times.
Facts.
That's okay. 18th is the magic trick.
Is it?
Okay, I'm looking back down through here. Make sure to get some of these.
I don't
Breeze
like
Dorling saying,
Solo's
"Hi, doggy."
shiny britches.
Who's doggy?
Big doggy.
Was your doggy on screen? Was my doggy on screen?
My doggy was.
No.
Yours was?
Dustin was trying to share.
Okay. I see. I was like, mine were chasing me around, but Genevieve told them to leave me alone. If Cena done the pipe bomb and Punk did Punkonomics ahead, what are the chances of Cody doing Hard Times? Funny.
Kind of hard to talk about hard times when you're wearing a three-piece suit.
Skittles is saying, I will buy some of Dustin's barbecue sauce with the Jacob Fatu prayer hands.
Yeah.
Send me your address.
Hit him up in the DMs. He'll hook you up.
Yep. I got 5 ounce and 12 ounce bottles.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's so good.
Although I think Skittles is in... Skittles, are you in the UK? International shipping.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. Skittles is doing the Jacob Fatus, so I think he's going with Jacob Fatu on that. Ben Hyde. Hi, guys.
Hi,
guys. Is it wrong that every time I see or read "Hi, guys," I just hear Chris Jericho? Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Did you see him? He's trimmed down. Have you seen that? Since he's been out of AEW for a little while, he's gotten trimmed.
Oh, yeah, because he's out on tour with Fozzy.
Right.
I really should have went and saw them when they were in Des Moines.
Yes, you should have.
I was kind of surprised you didn't.
Yeah. What about the triple threat? Mr. Iguana, Danhausen, and Santino for the 24/7 title. Oh, we've got to throw in Mick Foley with Sacco.
They can be the referee.
There you go.
Look, Mick Foley and Sacco.
John Stevenson, give a shout out to Dustin's dog. I like animals too.
FYI, I got to clarify, it's my wife's dog.
You know what? Possession is 9/10 of the law, and right now she's in your possession.
It's still my wife's
works?
dog.
And you paid for her. But then you gave her a
saying, for the record.
Plus,
ouch!
You guys are married. What's yours is hers. What's hers is yours.
Wrong. What's mine is hers, and what's hers is hers. Happy wife, happy life.
No, it's happy spouse, happy house.
Why is he
so
going
which one are you
under the
talking
ring?
about? Because he's going to get something and whoop somebody. Or he needed a drink.
Oh, no,
he was peeking under and saying, "Not yet, Hikuleo."
Was he? Don't come out yet.
Or he had a little poogie.
That was the wrong rock bottom. He's got to do it in the ring, not out of the ring.
John Danzo, Jacob all the way. Breeze Dorling, since WWE owns AAA and Del Rio is the champ, do you see Del Rio in WWE? He's not the champ right now, is he? Or did I miss it?
He was when they bought it.
He was when they bought it, but El Hijo de Vikingo was the champ last that I checked. The mega champion.
Yeah, I don't know.
But not the AAA champion. The
AAA mega champion.
Let me look.
But no, either way, no, I don't see him coming back. WWE tries to avoid bad press as much as possible.
Yeah.
If they didn't care about bad press and stuff, you would see a whole lot more of Hulk Hogan on programming than you do.
Truth.
Only way it's okay to put it on Solo is if Hikuleo comes out. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. He defeated Alberto El Patron.
Yep.
In Mexico City
Del
on May
Rio.
31st.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking when they did the Worlds Collide, El Hijo de Vikingo was the mega champ coming out with it.
He was.
Yeah, Tommy's saying, Corey, it's WWE. They don't do stuff logically.
What was I thinking?
Yeah. See, hey, I could have skipped down to the next comment, and Christopher Strikeleather put it. Del Rio isn't the champ. El Hijo de Vikingo is. See, Christopher Strikeleather's got us. I just need to read better. Skittles, Solo is pure entertainment, though. 100%. Totally agree. And because he does the goofy heel, the slightly out of it heel, I love it. It's perfect. Christopher Strikeleather, in terms of speed championship, Sol Ruca is the women's champion, and the men's is vacated because El Grande Americano is out with an injury. I thought El Grande Americano was just on an extended vacation leave. I thought it was Chad Gable
he's on the
injured.
El Grande's on the injury list. I saw it the other day.
Oh, okay. The high-risk maneuvers got him.
Yep.
What a coincidence that both of them are injured at the same time.
Hey, Chris, are you going to SummerSlam? If so, which night are you going to be there? Or both?
Ooh.
Just curious.
I got to figure out if we're streaming or what we're doing on that night.
US Omaha, Josh?
I said I got to probably get in contact with somebody and figure out if we're going to be streaming that or if somebody's got an idea for something else that night.
Right.
That's perfect. Dustin getting all the love he taught his brothers to give him.
Oh, you changed my name back. Thanks.
I did. Okay, Dustin sauce or Sweet Baby Ray's? Dustin's. And I like Sweet Baby Ray's, but...
Oh!
He's getting up.
You don't drop a Samoan on their noggin.
He's like, I do moonsaults all the time. How about you?
What do you mean, Michael Cole, you don't understand? It is pro wrestling lore. You don't drop Samoans on their head.
Finally. Usually not what.
You just don't do it.
Finally. Queen Chelsea 90 has subscribed.
Hi, Chelsea 90.
Finally. I think that's the first finally that we've had when we've had that set up on the streams.
It is.
No, he just face planted his forehead.
See? Don't mess with the Samoans' foreheads.
Meanwhile, Solo needs to learn how to jump.
Christopher Strikeleather, here's what I think happens. JC Mateu comes out, Jimmy neutralizes him, and Jacob thinks he's in the clear, and that is where Hikuleo debuts.
Possible.
Ironically, in that promo where Solo called Fatu dumb, JC just stared dumbly.
Yep.
True. Peacock wasn't working on my television, so I had to turn on my PS5 to watch the show. Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Hadn't thought about watching it through that.
Hadn't, right?
And there's JC.
Hey, you know what?
Chugga, 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 chugga.
And I just read
And
it
there's
just
Hikalea.
there.
Nope.
That's Tonga.
Tongaloa.
Ooh. Okay, the spinning elevated neck breaker, but the reverse way. I'm used to seeing it the other way.
Yep.
Go under, not over.
Yep.
He's got gray hair. He looks like his daddy.
Ooh.
Yay! That was tight.
So do we see Jimmy and Jay come out?
Ooh. I don't know.
Funniest thing is having JC team with the Tongans because they're in real life heat they had when they had heat over 2020. I don't know I don't know about that heat. The other guy whom bets it all.
Nice.
There we go. Fly, big man, fly.
Whew.
John Danzo, that
Oh,
barbecue
scares
sauce sounds like fire. I want it. Are you still making the two different kinds, Dustin?
I've been focusing more on the ketchup based.
The ketchup rather than the mustard base?
Yeah. The mustard base still needs to. I gotta tweak that one a little bit more. It's all right, but I got to change my recipe so I can make a bigger batch, a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Man, if I started imitating Jacob Fatu, my vertigo would just kill me.
Christopher Strickland is saying, Dustin can mail me some to my South Carolina address.
Yep, Hikaleo. Spit it out there, Cole.
Did they say his name, though?
Nope.
No.
They just said it was Tama Tonga and Tonga.
Are they going to change his name, too?
Probably. And then Roman Reigns' music kicks in.
Ew.
Huh.
Did a corkscrew whirly-do out of that.
A whoop-de-doo off the Samoan spike.
Yep.
So who's in South Carolina? I mean, I could just drop it off.
Leather.
Oh.
Whereabouts in South Carolina? I'm all over. I can just drop it off to you.
Yeah, no way you're sending barbecue sauce to Scotland, but thanks.
Challenge.
Hey, look it up. Maybe, who knows, Dustin? I don't know what international shipping is on that. Is that the Slammin' barbecue sauce that you got?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Corey's got his.
You need a couple different sizes.
Why don't I have?
Gotta have one to take with you.
Shame you didn't ask me to bring you some last time I was up there.
I didn't ask you the time before. You just did it.
Because I'm a favorite.
Apparently.
He pulls him out by his head.
Pulls him out by his... Grabbed him by his ears.
Happy spouse, happy
Jump!
house. Yeah. Jacob looks under the ring, finds Hornswoggle. It's hilarious. Jay Wigmore saying Del Rio lost it immediately and they will not sign him to a WWE contract. His AAA contract will just run out or gets bought out. And I know WWE bought, but aren't they only like a 49 or a 50% owner? They don't own the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Christopher Strikeleather says he will be at both nights at SummerSlam.
Cool. I'm going to look for a wrestling-related sign. You better hold it up.
David Mathis. Now, Josh, you're talking about my guy, the Hulkster, the best wrestler, hands down. He made wrestling what it is today, and he paved the way. What you gonna do when the Hulkster run? Hey, I get that Hogan has said some things and done some things that people don't like. You know
who
what?
hasn't?
Well, true. But Hogan still deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling, period. We would not have wrestling what it is today in anything if it weren't for him. Like,
so there would be no WWE if it weren't for Hogan.
Yeah, WWE would not be what it is without him. Well, not just because of what he did with WrestleMania and the whole golden era of wrestling, but also think back.
NWO.
Are you hopping out, Dustin?
I got to check barbecue.
Okay. But also with, what he did with NWO. And that whole thing starts to change it. So, hey, I'm with you. Not condoning anything anybody ever says. Just because I like something doesn't mean that's an endorsement of everything it does.
Truth.
Like, I drink Starbucks. Do I like everything Starbucks does and stand for? Nope. But I still like their coffee. It's like, do I like everything Hogan does? Nope, but I still love his contributions to the business and still gets a pop out of me.
Hogan must pose.
Hogan must pose. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
VO Dragon, I would be more impressed if they pull Tyson O'Neill out from under the ring. Get Titus coming out. That'd be hilarious. He went under there so fast. Funny how El Grande and Dom get injured at the same time. Is El Grande Dom?
Sure.
Hey, I was just asking about them. Say their name and they appear. Breeze Dorlin with a super chat. Mount Rushmore, Flair, Dusty, Macho Man, and Warrior?
No, you were doing so well until the Warrior. So good until you the Warrior.
Okay, this is the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling that doesn't include Hogan and is based on the golden era. I give it to you. If we're talking golden era kind of things,
I mean,
as long as
no
it's not
Roddy
just
Piper.
I can see putting Warrior over Piper, especially for the golden era.
I don't know about that because without Piper, Hogan wouldn't have been over as much as he was. So, just like Flair and Dusty, if he didn't have those guys on opposite sides, it wouldn't have been as big as it was.
Fair.
Oh well.
Fair. What have we? Okay, yeah. So I think that was Breeze saying "bull plop" and a boo, and I think that was all to me saying Hogan deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. All-time Mount Rushmores of wrestling. Hot take. I think of all time, you've got to have Hogan, and you've got to have Cena.
You got to have Austin. So who else?
Austin, I'm good with that. The other one, because if I'm thinking of people that are pivotal, the other one, people that were pivotal of really promoting and moving stuff forward, the other one that I might put in with those three would be Sting. Because Sting helped carry WCW during the Saturday Night era, as well as the Attitude Monday Night Wars era. He's the guy that they could just rely on to put it on his shoulders. So I think I'm okay with that for a Rushmore for today. It'll probably change tomorrow. What else have we got here? There you go. Nope. Cole stumbling over what to call Hikuleo is hilarious. 100%.
Well, because he called Jeff Cobb until he was told, nope, that's not his name.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay.
But I thought I saw video packages where he was coming out for dark matches and they had Hikuleo.
Yeah, on main event.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Tommy saying John Stevenson chopping $1 million man. Let me get this. Tommy saying that Tama and Jeff Cobb had some heat off stuff before Tama came to WWE and JC was in New Japan. Okay, so it's probably some New Japan stuff. That works. John Stevenson saying Taker gets his own mountain. It is Mount Taker.
Yes. Yeah. For everything that you said that Sting did, Taker did for the Fed.
Yeah.
But for the entire time that he was there, I mean, just through all the Monday Night Wars, through all the TNA stuff that Sting did through. Yeah, it was.
Yep. Okay, let me get some of these others as we're getting ready for this.
I'm not a fan of Asuka doing the butt.
Looking through here.
Being
Christopher, you left a couple comments for Dustin. I'm going to mark them so I can come back when he gets back on. Yeah, Tommy saying, I mean, Hogan was the overall change of wrestling in general. In both of the big changes there was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So Christopher saying, I have a theory. I think Dominic and AJ probably didn't want to travel because of the whole Iran and Israel theory. That could be. Like, I wondered how many would do that. It'd be interesting. It was Breeze Dorlin again. Mount Rushmore, Flair, Dusty, Macho Man, and Graham. Superstar Billy Graham?
Really?
Okay. I mean, if we take a step back before the big boom, I can see, I can see that.
I can respect it. More than
Mount
the Warrior.
Rushmore, JA Show, Hogan, Austin, Piper, and Rock. Fair? Fair?
Oof. Yeah. That would be
it. Tommy saying Piper deserves to be on any Rushmore.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, not the greatest wrestler in the world, but man, he talked people into the seats.
Yep. Everbrand with a $4.99 super chat saying Mount Rushmore is so subjective. 100% agreed. He says, for me, Flair, Hogan, Austin, and Cena with 3 peaks nearby for Sting, HBK, and Taker.
I stopped listening because I recognized that Chuckles here wanted to do a Storm costume.
Oh, Storm. Okay. I thought it was going to be Glacier.
It's a whole.
It is Storm
from the
X-Men.
I get it.
I will give her credit. She does an awesome job coming up with the cosplay gear. So she's done a few of those, which are always cool. Yeah, Everbrand, I can see that. That could also... That could even... that could even sway me the other way, bumping Sting off in place for Flair. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Let me grab back up here.
The toughest part of the Mount Rushmore is the fact that it's only 4.
Yeah. Okay, you guys got... No, he's waiting off screen.
Who's waiting off screen?
Dustin is waiting off screen with his burnt ends. Slam it,
Ketchup
you
base.
saw some burnt ends, you little fine,
I
whatever.
still have a little mustard base left.
Nice.
This is going to be my first taste of. Let's see.
All right, let's see. Walt Holloway. I was an OG fan of Hogan, and I wouldn't have the love for the sport if it wasn't for him. So he gets my respect for that, but lost respect for him into everything else. Fair point. Like, and that's where I think we can appreciate contributions without having to endorse everything.
It's like the whole Benoit argument. Nobody condones anything about what that guy did and all that good jazz, but it would be a travesty to get rid of the matches that he had with Kurt Angle and just completely ignore those, because that was like crazy.
Did you guys make predictions on this?
I did at the beginning of the show.
Oh, I'm not rooting for Jade. Are you kidding me?
So you're Asuka too. I'm Jade.
Asuka.
All right.
Okay, so
just making sure.
Hey, just for the record, so I can eat these. So, I just wanted to see. Oh shoot!
You can't even pick it up. It's falling apart.
It's just. It's just.
You know what? I think I hear Kurt Angle's music playing. You suck. You suck. You suck.
You suck.
The sauce off my fingers.
You suck.
Turd. Okay. Oh, okay. Breeze was saying no, the boo was for the solo win. Okay. All right. Jay Show, Walt agreed. Yeah, I think, Walt, you summed that up so good about having respect for the contributions in the ring and in the business that Hogan made, while him doing some stuff outside of the ring that's like, dude, I don't have to like that. I can completely disagree with it. I can even condemn it. But dude, like, in the ring and what he did for the business is just
We understand that we may have cheered for Hulk Hogan, but we don't agree with everything that Terry Bollea does.
There you go. There you go. That's a good contrast. Walt Holloway saying, yes, so Hogan would be on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. VO Dragon, Billy Graham, that was a major start. True. Tommy Phoenix Rising saying, Hogan, Austin, Sting, Piper, and Roberts. Ultimate 23 Dragon, assuming you mean before the Attitude Era, the Mount Rushmore of Golden Era wrestlers, not including Hogan, are Flair, Undertaker, Sting, and Bret Hart. There you go. I think technically Bret Hart falls into the New Generation era, which is between Golden Era,
which is before Attitude,
80s, and before Attitude. But yes,
before Attitude,
putting Bret on there, totally get that. Yeah, Jay Wigmore, remember, Mount Rushmore isn't the greatest superstar or person. Laugh out loud, true.
Right.
Christopher Strike Leather, my personal Mount Rushmore, Masahiro Chono, Great Muta.
Oh, nice.
Barry Windham, Big Van Vader, 91 to 94, and Sting.
Hang on, that's 5.
You know what? His Mount Rushmore can have 5. Because when you throw out names like that,
it's a heck of a Rushmore.
Yes and amen.
Hey, I got a question about this match right now.
Sure.
Oh.
Did I just notice the referee calling the spots for Jade because she can't remember?
Probably.
I mean, they do that for other people too.
Yeah,
because some of it is they've got
once in the last 5 minutes.
They've got the referees that have got the earpiece in, and the producers in the back relaying information to them.
Yeah.
Go here, go there. do this, do that.
So I was listening on the on my AirPod while I was, working on some food there.
Yes.
Somebody have some questions for me, I hear, that you marked?
All right, you go back and go over that. Put me on mute. You got a timeout. Oh.
Yes, it was.
That was good.
Christopher Strikeleather saying, I live in Catawba, South Carolina, a few minutes from Rock Hill. And he says, Dustin, I will have my daughter make a wrestling-related sign for SummerSlam.
Awesome. So,
that's fantastic.
Chris, if you want to just DM the wrestling-related with your address, where you work, whatever you want to do for me to drop off some stuff, I will be more than happy. I go up to Charlotte a lot. I was actually up in North Carolina yesterday. I was up in, where was I? Lenore, North Carolina. So I went right by Catawba. But, yeah, let me know. I'm just down here in Cola, so.
David Mathis saying, 50 years old. I have never seen never seen
what?
Hoko GA in person. I'm not sure what that is. Always wanted to see, never seen something in person. Always wanted. My birthday is August 10th, August 11th.
Early happy birthday.
David, let me know what that was, because it didn't come through quite right. I'll keep looking back and try to find that one. Jay Show, I only put Hogan on my Mount Rushmore because without him, wrestling wouldn't have been mainstream. So for that, I feel he deserves to be there. Yeah, I agreed. Like, that's the main thing. What is up? Why is that doing that?
The little small text?
Yeah.
Because he's writing a book.
I don't know what my thing's doing. Anyways, he's got, put that back up. Mother always hated that I would watch wrestling when I was a little kid. She tried to put my diaphragm, and she said I will do the Jackie Fargo strut. I have no idea. I'm not tracking on some of that. I'm trying to read in between the lines, because I know sometimes typing, it's mixing.
I tell you what, this match is probably the best I've seen Jade Cargill in, and that's just because Asuka's been dominating.
They're keeping it going.
Yeah.
Skittles, does it have a cave at the bottom so you can go Undertaker? Oh, the Mount Rushmore that's Mount Taker. He gets his own. That's
get her. Get her.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Or Ric Flair, originator. Jackie Fargo was the originator of it. Skittles, you need to put the badum-ch after that bad joke. Whoop. I just saw Corey's back in.
Kick out. A clean win over Asuka.
You got me, Josh.
Win over Asuka.
And nobody's cheering. Everybody is sitting down. Look at that. And they're not even showing the audience because of it. What's that tell you? You're putting your money in the wrong person there, people.
Hey, Josh.
They won't even show the audience.
Yes, Corey.
Okay. Didn't know if you got me.
Yep, I got you back in there.
Look, everybody's on their phone.
Sting, Tommy saying, is the WCW franchise. Taker was the WWE franchise. And there are moments that I am upset that they never did that.
True.
And then there's other moments that I'm glad they never did that.
Oh,
because it leaves you with the what would have happened, and you can't really say who did what and who would have done what. So it's that some things are better left unsaid, and to me that's kind of the left unsaid thing.
So that we don't get a Undertaker Goldberg.
Yeah.
Look at the audience, guys.
AJ was scared to travel in case the plane flies off the edge of the earth. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So Nia Jax was Queen of the Ring last year. Jade Cargill this year.
That SummerSlam match, Naomi cashes in.
So Santina Marella is going to be the Queen of the Ring next year
then. Who would you put on a manager's Mount Rushmore? For me, it's Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, Captain Lou, and Jimmy Hart.
Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette.
I would only swap out Captain Lou for Jim Cornette. But Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, and Jimmy Hart.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody other than Jimmy Hart. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Who?
Teddy Long.
No.
J.J. Dillon.
Prince Nana.
Ooh, maybe. No.
Elizabeth.
We got to have a separate one just for valets.
Elizabeth was a manager.
She was.
Yep.
But do you put Elizabeth over Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, and Jimmy Hart?
No.
Okay.
No, not saying that.
Ultimate 23 was saying the 7 that she had, basically switch out any of the 4 amongst those 7. Fair. I can get that. Contacts 2. She's showing she can play the role. Look out, MCU. Oh, you know.
I'll stop watching.
I would watch.
I would stop watching.
I would watch. Hey, I would watch. That would be okay.
Hey, it's for horses.
Good
for you.
I would watch that. Piper and Roberts are the 2 best heel talkers. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well, and Flair.
Yeah. Sean Hayes.
Flair's got to be in that conversation.
I turned my stream off to come watch you two, as I couldn't stand watching Asuka try to carry Jade tonight.
You two meaning Josh, Corey, because you don't watch the other guy? Is that it?
Well, Corey wasn't quite in on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. David Mathis, my Mount Rushmore would be Hulk, Andre, Undertaker, Kerry Von Erich, and we'll put Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. That works. How green is Jade? Scale it for us. On a scale of 10.
It's kind of the definition of a jade, isn't it?
So on a what's the scale? I would say the scale being a 1 is you've never stepped through the ropes or touched an ape or even a ring, and 10 being we can put you into the ring and we have no question about your in-ring ability. You can carry somebody else through a match.
Okay. Honestly, Are we being honest or are we being sarcastic and joking?
You do whatever you want to do.
Okay. I want to say like a -62, being sarcastic and joking. However, to be honest, how green is she? In my opinion, she's like a 3.5.
Okay. Corey?
Maybe even a 3.
I said 4.
Yeah. I would probably say 4. She understands the concepts and she can pull off the moves. Putting all of that together, she has to rely on somebody else.
Well, and
four,
here's the way I
four
look at
might
it.
be too generous.
But here's the way I look at it. A 5, in my opinion, would be a steady indie worker.
Okay.
Not at the point that you could be like on the TV type of thing.
Yeah.
But you're making money just doing steady indie work. She is not there yet.
Okay.
And that's my opinion.
That's fair. I can see that and based where you're at.
Yep.
Yeah. Asuka 100%. Rooting for Asuka. Jade will probably win. Yep. Vio Dragon saying barbecue jealousy. Everbrand, Benoit's matches with Raven, DDP, all those WCW matches along with the WWF, WE. The career is amazing, but to quote Heyman, as a human being in life, bleep him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get, well, and even going back and watching his stuff in Japan. Dude.
Whoa.
Like, the guy's in-ring work was just...
Pegasus Kid.
Was just so good. But, yeah, the finish of life, just, no. Mount Rushmore from each era. Grabbing one from each era. So this is Golden Era.
Let me ask this.
New Generation, Attitude, and PG. They've got Hogan, Brett, Austin, and Cena. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it because the only other thing that I could possibly say is during that New Generation era time, we're talking late 80s to mid 90s, early mid 90s. And if we're talking that and we're opening it up to the other promotions, I would be okay putting Sting above Brett in that regard. Or even putting Shawn above Brett, maybe. But yeah, I think that's a solid one. Because I think you can't... Hogan the top in the Golden Era, Austin the top at the Attitude Era, Cena the top at the PG Era. Fair. Chalky 81, good list.
Yeah.
Ultimate 23, refs have done that before, especially with time constraints. Yep. Vio Dragon, we got botching. Been seeing Stevie Richards doing a what went wrong for sure. Everbrand, I love Jade, but man, I want her to find that next gear. Yes, it's just got to connect. I love her look. Something's just missing, and I don't know what it is. And AEW tried to fix it. They couldn't get it. WWE's been trying to fix it. They couldn't get it. I think it's a time thing. And probably finding that one person that just says the one word that all of a sudden it clicks.
Clicks. Yeah.
Everbrand, she really does need to find her next level. Sure. Dustin, I will DM you after the 4th holiday because I am flying out for Spain tonight. Safe travels.
Ooh.
Tommy, right. Yeah, typing here can be so hard sometimes, for sure. Hogan has shared his testimony. I can only hope he truly repents and don't want to doubt that he does. Absolutely. Like, there's nothing that we have done that can't be covered with that and redeemed. It's just, yeah, let the transformation truly happen and stop getting into the flesh. Flair was nowhere an originator of anything. He ripped it off from everyone before him. I will
But
not
he did it
argue
better
about
than they
that.
did.
But he just, like Corey just said, he did it better than anybody else. You did it. Flair did it better.
Mm-hmm.
She botched the pin, of course. Yeah. Awful finish. Fair.
See.
Joshua 28-14. Dang, at least I know Asuka doesn't need it. She doesn't. David Mathis, it was supposed to say that I'm 50 years old and I've never seen Hogan in person. Okay. My birthday is August 10th and his is the 11th. There we go. All right. Yeah, I knew that something with the typo was coming through. And I think Naomi will cash in before SummerSlam and it'll be Naomi versus Jade. Oh, but then that means they are going to put it on Jade.
Don't do it.
I think everybody kind of knows they're going to anyways.
No.
Yeah. Just like AEW, Jade always wins. Yep. Wrong winner, laugh out loud. Agreed.
So Naomi just has to cash out before the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tommy Phoenix Risen saying, I'm just glad they didn't do with Sting versus Taker or Undertaker like Goldberg, like Corey said. Yeah. That's where I do think there's a big part of me that still is happy that they didn't do Sting versus Taker. Because what's the right decision? What's the right... Yeah. Anyway. Oh, there we go. My mother said that when I watched wrestling, she tried to put on my diaper, and she said that I would do the Jackie Fargo strut. There we go.
That makes sense.
Jay Wigmore, neither of them put the crown on. I wonder if they didn't put the crown on just because of it being in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
I think for Jade, she didn't want to mess up her wig.
Maybe. Jade wins, and it comes across as a mistake. JA Show 86, and the crowd goes mild. Dustin, you almost choked Corey. Yep. Santino has already confirmed that Santina is done with wrestling, Ultimate 23 Dragon says.
Yeah, never say never.
Yeah.
Nobody ever
Vio
officially
Dragon,
wrestling, baby.
Mr. Fuji was great for managers.
Oh, true. If you get a handle of rib.
Yep. 23, Ultimate 23 Dragon,
a lot of
manager Mount
booze.
Rushmore, Freddie Blassie, Paul Bearer, Bobby Heenan, and Jimmy Hart.
Ball bearer, yeah.
Don Callis.
No.
Breeze Dorling, Heenan, Captain Lou, Corny, and Mr. Fuji.
Who's corny? I don't remember him.
Oh.
Jim Cornette.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tommy Phoenix Risen, Bobby Heenan, Captain Lou, Jimmy Hart, and Paul Bearer.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore managers are Bobby Heenan, Miss Elizabeth, Paul Heyman, and Jimmy Hart. Honorable mention to Slick, the Doctor of Style.
Are they all chanting, John Cena sucks? John Cena sucks.
Jimmy Hart, Gary Hart, The
I think
Brain,
so.
and Mr. Fuji. Ooh, Kevin Sullivan as a heel did some great talking. Good call, Vio Dragon.
Absolutely.
Classy Freddie Blassie, yep. So is Jay Show's asking, is Jade the female modern day warrior?
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Jay Wigmore, yo, thank you for all the effort on my comments, bros. Appreciate you keeping it going.
It's all Josh.
Sean Collum, Dustin is the only interesting one. There you go, Dustin. That's what happens when you have barbecue.
Not true.
The other guy.
That's what happens when you bribe somebody.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore
Send
for me
your
would have
address,
to
I'll send you some
be
barbecue sauce.
Grizz Thorne saying Bruno Sammartino, Taker, Eddie Guerrero, and Ric Flair. Nice. Nice. Everbrand's managers, Heyman dangerously, Heenan, Cornette, and Hart. Yep, that's what I got. I feel like the Don Callis had a shot to join this list depending on how the rest of his career goes in AEW. I think he's doing a great job as a manager.
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind he's done stuff in every other, well, except for really WWE, done it in the other promotions.
Who?
Don Callis.
Cyrus the Virus?
Yeah.
He was in the Fed?
No, he said except for WWE.
He was in the Fed?
Yeah. Cyrus the Virus.
That was Fed?
That was Fed.
Possibly. I don't know.
It was.
Where can I get Dustin's barbecue sauce? I live here in New Jersey. DM him. DM him. It should be in the description of the video. If you look down, I should have his Instagram handle, so you can find him there, send him a DM. He can hook you up.
Yup.
Okay. Your predictions for this one.
Cena.
Yep. That's what I got. And while they're doing this announcement, I'm going to go make a deposit.
Okay.
Thanks for oversharing.
Now, correction. Cyrus the Virus, that was from Con Air. I remember.
Oh, well, he did Cyrus. It was Cyrus. It was, but he was managing like the Truth Commission and whatnot. So, yeah. It is kind of amusing how they have all the Cena shirts, different colors, but they match them up to every location that they're going to.
Yep.
Or the...
No, I wouldn't go that far. He first gained international attention working under the name The Jackal for the WWE.
Oh, yeah, The Jackal. That's what it was.
Yep. Yeah, he managed the Truth Commission and later the
Truth Commission.
Oddities. The Oddities, the
Yeah.
Acolytes. Yeah. The Oddities. I remember the Oddities. They were fun.
I miss the Oddities.
Yeah.
They were fun. Or at least their entrance was. Little ICP.
Ooh, just throwing the at the ref. What's up with that? Josh, we figured out he was the Jackal in the WWE.
Ah, that's right.
That's what it was.
That's right.
Managed Oddities and Truth Commission.
Yeah, Cyrus, ECW. Yep.
That's what it was. All right. So somebody just got the bell.
Sean Collins is saying Harley Race underrated as a manager.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Could you want anyone else in your corner?
No.
Nobody's going to mess with him.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take Harley in my corner. Easy.
Yeah.
Come on. Have all the Samoans come running out. The one guy the Samoans wouldn't hit.
Tommy Phoenix says, I'm banned for bringing the virus up.
You banned yourself?
Apparently.
Wow.
Sean Cullum, my birthday's tomorrow, and Dustin's the only reason why I subscribe to this channel.
Aww.
Happy birthday.
Really? Happy birthday anyways. That's hilarious.
All right, are you guys synced up?
Test of strength.
Yeah,
Cena just put his foot on the ropes.
I feel left out.
Up. Cena's complaining.
Referee in between them. Cena
Well,
backing
they
up.
broke already.
Pitter patter, pitter patter.
Cena's complaining. They're circling again. Some fans got a big giant Cena head in the crowd.
I see now. Oh,
Side
there he is.
headlock by CM Punk.
Corey's ahead of us now.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'm gonna fast forward.
You guys gonna fast forward?
Leg.
All right.
Wrist. Hammerlock. Headlock.
Wrist. Hang on.
takeover.
Wrist. Hank.
Kick out.
2. Backpedaling like he's all
knees.
Yeah, I think
in
I'm
shape.
close.
Yeah.
Fingers.
Stands
All right.
up.
Fingers.
Second
Other
fingers.
hand. And
Oh, I'm
Foot.
way ahead now.
Twist.
what? Twist.
Headlock.
Hammerlock. Headlock. Takeover.
Leg.
Leg scissors. We're calling the match.
Tell me when Punk stands up.
He's dancing back and forth.
Stands up.
Stands up.
Ah.
The question is, what's a hank? That would be a yeah.
It's like a
Snapmare.
snapmare.
Hammerlock
You got the
snapmare.
wrist.
Everbrand super chatting saying ICP underrated contributions to wrestling.
True story.
Yep. VO Dragon, who's up? Cena Punk. Chalky81, I find myself agreeing with Dustin more, but Corey makes me reevaluate my opinion, and Josh is always right.
Not true.
I like
Hey,
Chalky81.
Chalky81. You been drinking?
Hey, Chalky81, does the 81 happen to be like 1981-ish? If so...
No. For him to agree and say you're always right, that's just how many beers he's had. 81.
Cena, everybody's going Cena. Cena's my decision too. West Boss, and still. Punk is wearing his 2011 Money in the Bank gear. Is that why it barely fits? Cena will win Ultimate 23, or at least, if anything, retain the title. Even with Punk's little apology, there is no chance Punk leaves Saudi Arabia with the title.
Nope.
If Cena loses, we riot.
Did you see that video
Somebody
footage
will.
of him supposedly pushing the kid?
Yeah.
He didn't.
He was
push
holding the kid's hand.
Yeah, exactly. It was the security guard that pushed him. Yeah, the security guard.
But you saw that he found the kid afterwards and got a
Did he?
special picture taken with him. Yeah.
Good.
Everbrand Oddities' best part was their ICP entrance. That entrance was fun. The Oddities were fun. The guy in the mask was John Tenta. Skittles,
No.
poor John Tenta.
It's better than the Shockmaster.
Vampiro's ICP theme, Take It, was great.
That was good, too.
Sure. Race with Vader
Hey-o.
versus Sting was amazing. Agreed. John
Mick
Danzo
Foley's,
is saying, I tried to message Dustin, but the account is set to private.
Sorry, I'll fix that. Give me a second.
Have to go in on your settings, check your messages so you can receive DMs from anybody, I think. Or something like that. Or just
Mick
change
Foley's story about facing Vader and being on the outside and taking punches from Harley. And Harley just kept bing, bing, bing. And he's like, oh, for the love of God, just stop.
David
How
Mathis, where's
I
my food?
interact.
At Dustin and Corey. Send mine to Hohenwald, Tennessee. Laugh out loud.
In my belly.
Yeah, I'm watching these guys eat, and I'm thinking,
So where is it? Let's see. Message requests.
Oh my goodness.
Either
no,
I don't
that's not
know,
it.
or maybe you just have to set it to
Non-private.
Yeah, your profile to public instead of private.
I don't like everybody.
Well,
I like most people, but not everybody.
You know what? You're trying to launch a barbecue brand. You got to figure out something.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
They don't know what they're doing. Dustin's being confused by technology.
He had an itch.
I don't care about his itch. Doing it wrong.
Vio Dragon, I do love the puppets and cartoon guessing. They are so much fun. We're having fun with them. People are having fun with them. A few people are getting annoyed because it seems like that's all we do. And you know what? I don't care. As soon as people stop watching them, we'll stop making them. Or I run out of ideas.
And then we'll make something else.
Yeah. I do want Braun Breaker to rekindle the Steiners versus Samoans history against the Bloodline folks at some point. Ooh. West Bows, Oliver Humperdinck. Sir. Harley is like Meng if you go by legit tough guys. Facts.
Yeah.
Harley got banned from my hometown because of a late night bar fight. And I verified it by police officers to make sure it was true. And they're like, yep, it's true.
Yep.
Yes, it's true.
I verified it by the girl he was dating at the time.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now, none of the officers I talked to were actually around during that time, but they said in the report, it was mentioned that Harley projected an individual up and over the bar. So, I think it was actually launched, but yeah.
Holy smokes.
Hey, Josh, in the words of my son, are you hurting anymore?
All right, I'm public now for whoever needed it.
I think... Who was that? I don't remember. Sean, I think, maybe?
I'll tell you in a minute when they send me a DM.
Nope, it was David Mathis. No, it wasn't David Mathis. Oh, it was John Danzo. That's who it was. John, you should be good to go. Chalky 81. Yeah, Josh, 1981 boys.
You pup.
We aren't quite Gen X and we're not quite millennials. We have called ourselves the Goonies.
No. You're called the geriatric millennials.
You're too young to be Goonies.
Instead of being like the Zennials, I think is how they try to put it. That micro generation.
Yeah.
We like calling ourselves the Goonies.
Doesn't matter what you like to be
called. They're coming out with a Goonies 2 before too long.
Nope. Don't believe it.
Somewhere. Don't believe it. You wouldn't have never believed they were coming out with the Spaceballs 2 either. And it's happening.
Yeah, I do because I saw what's his face announce it.
Who's that? Mel Brooks?
Yeah, him.
At 99, soon to be 100 years old.
Whatever. Crazy.
Or maybe he's 98 to be 99. I don't know,
horrible. Wade's Macho Man impression was ridiculous. Oh,
so was the elbow.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Nice. STF.
Grab rope, grab rope.
I gotta go shut off the timer. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Don't threaten me, man.
Jay Wigmore, ICP still running show, I'm pretty sure. I think I did hear that. ICP for the Hall of Fame? Ooh. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, there's at some point you've got to kind of draw a line on where the Hall of Fame is at. I think they miss it.
Stampert.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling is free on YouTube now, according to Skittles.
What?
Punk all the way. You know what? Every indie show should be doing that stuff. They should be putting their events on YouTube, either running them free the night of, or what I would do is I would do, like, if I was running a promotion, I would wind up doing a members only live stream for like $5 or whatever to watch all of your events live, and then put them available the next day for free. Like, you just switch it from a members only to.
Absolutely.
That's what I'd be doing. If you want to watch it while we're doing it, here. If you don't, so you basically just use YouTube as your pay-per-view provider.
Yep.
And keep it low, the cost of, like, I don't care, $3, $5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's
you're just supplementing what you already get at the venue.
Right. They just need to do that, and they need to price it accordingly, and keep in mind, like, you've got Peacock here, and you're getting all of these PLEs, and you're spending like $8. So it's like,
right,
they shouldn't be charging more than $5 on those if I'm the promoter running it. But have you guys noticed that Seth Rollins always needs help, i.e. Shield, J&J Security?
I had not noticed, but I do now. You can't see a toe to the face.
Jay Wigmore, does Seth come out, you think? If he does, I would like to see him just come out, but not actually do anything. Just his presence be a distraction. Oh, was Punk trying to do his wife's submission? Could be. Everbrand, are you guys on the East Coast? I'm in Colorado via Indiana, Illinois, then Idaho. Dustin's out there in South Carolina. Corey and I are in Iowa, the other I. You named 3 of the 4.
You got the other guy and the other I.
Noreen Birch, can people do a Mount Rushmore for tag teams? I'm 24, so I've only seen the PG era ones.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Watch some Arn and Tully. So Brainbusters. Yeah. Go back old school. You can go back to Midnight Express. Yeah, Road Warriors before they became the Legion of Doom.
Steiner Brothers.
Yeah.
Harlem Heat.
The Steiner Brothers.
And if you've only seen PG era ones, I mean, you've got a little bit of like the Dudleys and the Hardys, but Edge and Christian.
Yeah, definitely go back and watch TLC 1 and 2 and the Terry Invitational Tournament the year before. Good stuff. What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Vio Dragon. So Harley Race did an A-team without the show happening. Yes.
Pretty much.
Miss Trevor Dillon. Or Mrs. Trevor Dillon. What's up, dudes? With the Macho Man. Oh, yeah. How you doing? Good to see ya. Saying my wife was born in 80, me in 87. Nice. We've got one other brother that doesn't do wrestling stuff. I think largely because he saw these two beating up on me when I was little, and he just opted out of it. He's like,
And
yeah,
he's
we're not
like,
playing that game.
he's like, I don't want
to. But he's an 83.
Yep.
I had to think.
Same as my wife.
And my wife was born in 80. But she's only 38. Or looks it.
Boom. 1, 2. Ah!
Man, I'm glad I finished smoking the food when I did. It's starting to rain now.
Nice. Tommy Phoenix Risen. I'm only 2 years after you, Josh. Same age as the younger brother, then.
Boom.
David Mathis. See, that must be why David likes you, Dustin.
What's that?
74. Everbrand, same here. Born in 97 or 79, class of 97. Not really Gen X, not really millennial. Yeah, that like 79.
79
to like
79
80,
is Gen X.
Depends on what you look like, or we'll look at. But like the
what you look like.
What you look like.
Yeah. But if you start studying like the generation things, there's usually big milestones that happen, and they say there's this micro generation that happens between 78, 79 to about 82, 83. That they're old enough to have grown up with everything analog, and yet young enough to grown up with everything digital.
Yeah, that's Gen X.
Did you see Dustin over there struggling to find his Instagram settings? It's not Gen X. You're just a little more technologically savvy.
Well, not
I was
all
not
of us
struggling.
are.
It was the other guy.
Sure.
The other guy did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joshua 2814, born in 79. I claim Gen X, not millennial. I don't like claiming millennial even as an 81. Brock?
Uh-oh.
Seth
Nope,
Rollins.
Seth.
Why is he calling someone in?
Why would he call Seth?
He's like waving someone in, and then these guys are coming out. So what Punk is going to call in are the rest of the Heyman guys. Ha! They can just call themselves the Heyman
Brock
guys.
and Roman?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. No, we're not going to get...
They team up with Punk and call themselves the Heyman guys.
Uh-huh. You might be right. You might be right on that one.
Do it. That'd be great.
Vio Dragon 75 here for a whole 23 hours and 56 minutes. Everbrand, who other than Macho has the best flying elbow? Perry Saturn
did.
Perry Saturn had a great one.
Perry Saturn and Io Sky.
Yep.
Yeah. I like Perry Saturn.
I like the Froggy Bow.
Froggy Bow's all right.
Froggy Bow's all right, but it's not on the level of the other three, I don't think. Macho Man's is
true.
Like I can find I'm good with people arguing that Perry Saturn's is on the level of Macho's. Because his jump and freeze.
Oh yeah, he would jump like a good 6 feet off the turnbuckle and then just like freeze and then just float. Boom. Are we not talking about the fact that he was waving someone in?
I don't know.
Or was he finally just going, you know what? Miss their cue.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was just thinking. You missed your cue. What do you do? Oh, saved your life, Punk. Saved your life.
You owe Braun Breaker right there.
And Bronson. Bronson had his leg.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Little off, but yet still enough force to make it happen.
You go down and try again. You don't just.
That's crazy. Mel Brooks is 99 today. And did you guys hear that Spaceball 2 is coming out?
Now he's waving someone in.
He's waving somebody. Oh, a referee.
A referee.
It's a little Nate.
He trains all year for that.
That was awesome. Here's your face turn on Cena. Are we up to 4 run-ins now on the main event? Because I said 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Does Heyman count as 4? No. Here's another one. Little Nate counts as 1. Who's that? Roman?
Penta?
Nope, that's Penta. Penta and Braun have been Braun Breaker have been having an issue. Take your time.
Come on. Let's go.
Don't grab your head. He hits you in the chest, dude.
Tommy was saying too many people in WWE's Hall of Fame that shouldn't be.
Oh.
Here's run-in number 3.
Sami Zayn. Things are getting good.
Just empty the locker room. We'll be all right.
Yeah, big schmaz for everyone. Here comes Penta.
Yep.
Meanwhile, those two just been sitting there watching, waiting for their cue. Hit the music again.
That big boy, Cena. Oh.
Now comes Ron Killings.
It's possible.
This is just
for somebody not watching this. They're probably thinking, "Really, Ron Killings is coming down?"
Right? Yeah. They're like, "What did you say?" No, he's speaking it into existence.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Jay, is this match still on? It is still on. Yeah.
I'm wondering. There's no ref.
Skittle saying Brock and Roman next.
The funny thing is, the original ref just took a shoulder tackle is all he took, and he's still laying down.
Well, he's rough.
You gonna shake hands, really? For what? The match isn't over with. Oh, he's gonna grab him and pull him into the GTS.
I go to sleep.
Nope.
Gonna kick him in the pills.
Ha ha.
Should have kicked him in the pills.
Oh, and the referee's up.
Just so happens.
It's a little quick, dude. Bad ref.
It was a good referee.
There you go. Run to the back without your belt.
They'll bring it to him.
Yep, they brought it.
So we don't see the other Yahoos.
Yeah, Christopher, I was thinking the low blow was coming too. Just from the handshake. The referee saw it all. He had to make eye contact with Stu.
The cameraman, yeah. Boy, Punk ate that one in the side of his grape.
The referee just might have spat up a little bit because he didn't want to get hit again.
Well, Heyman had him help throw him in.
Trying to throw him in, hoping that Seth would be able to get it. All right, let's get a couple more
Roll
of
credits.
these just to make sure. Mark Brewington, 1971 and proud. You just nudged Corey out of this by a year.
Gen
no
X,
longer the oldest.
It's the best.
Yeah,
Gen X is the best.
Mel Brooks got that one. Hall of Fame. Mrs. Trevor Dillon saying, I'm still waiting for Liz and China to be into the Hall of Fame and hopefully Cyndi Lauper getting in the celebrity wing. Yes.
I don't know if
why
China
is
ever will.
Cyndi Lauper in there?
Mystery Wrestling run-in by Evil Uno. Yeah. Oh, he does his show on YouTube. There we go. Mystery Wrestling. Yes. The promotion Evil Uno does. They do it on YouTube. Did you watch The Doctor of Punkonomics? That was fun. Everbrand Tag Team Mount Rushmore. Skittle says Hardy's, Dudley's, LOD, and the Brainbusters. Everbrand says Legion of Doom, Midnight Express, Freebirds, Steiner Brothers, but the Dudleys as well. Mrs. Trevor Dillon, Hart Foundation. You got to have Brett and Jim. Everbrand saying also Harlem Heat, Hart Foundation, Rockers, yeah. Wes Baus, The Rockers, and Hart Foundation. Tommy Phoenix Risen, LOD. Yep. So, yeah, there's some good ones in there. What one was I missing? David Mathis. Too bad WWE dropped the ball on signing Abyss back when Mankind was in his prime. They could have been a team. Call them the original Mansons. Yep.
Maybe.
Tommy, your younger brother is exactly my age. Nice. Mark Brewington. Tag Team Rushmore. Road Warriors, Steiners, Hart Foundation, and the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Well done. John Danzo's tag teams, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, Road Warriors, and the Hardys. Alvin Dozier, hello.
Hello.
Christopher Strike Leather, I was born in 83, and my wife was born in 84. Fantastic. Josh, if we are the Goonies, what films are Corey and Dustin? They don't get to be films. They're just Gen X.
Corey didn't have movies back then. It was like still the black and white.
Oh my gosh.
Everything.
Slow moving pictures.
You keep saying this stuff, and yet none of it's true.
and you're only 2 years younger than him.
and yet it still gets under your skin. That's the best part.
No, it's just like, oh my gosh. Whatever.
Jennifer, 79, held back in kindergarten, graduated in 98, and I don't look my age. You know, back in the day when they used to hold people back from kindergarten and preschool, like, I remember way back, they didn't want me to get, like, one of the schools didn't want me in preschool or something, so that was kind of like when we were moving over here, or said I needed to be held back, but then this school said no, so. Ooh, elbows. HBK's elbow is nice, too. Yes.
It is a good one. That's a good one.
Is this match thrown out? Nope. I do like HBK's elbow. Yes. Rollins did an attack motion like he's in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Cena bumped the ref, and Punk was calling a ref down. That's what he was doing. He was calling another ref to come out. Got
calling
it.
for another ref.
That makes sense. Little Nate, that's who he was calling.
Okay. You know what? Michael Cole should have picked up on that and said it.
Should have, yeah. Macho Man, Westball says, had the nicest elbow ever, but HBK was a close second.
Was good.
So, I don't think Punk was supposed to be waving them. Probably supposed to convey. Braun made that look easy. Yep. Let's scroll down here some more. No Roman? Question mark. Yeah, somebody said that there was like Roman and Brock that were there. I don't know. Maybe they were just there for an appearance. Mr. Trevor Dillon, was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun on here. It was an overall good PLE. I got a kick out of it. Jay Wigmore, cheers, brothers.
Good group of people on.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks again. Absolutely. Breeze Dorling, 79 and proud. Cindy, very outspoken. She deserves it, though. Yes, I agreed. Sean Hayes, better match than I expected to be for a main event, but still a lot of the shenanigans as figured. Yep.
Shenanigans.
Rock and Sock Connection and the original DX as far as some teams go. There we go. I think we can confirm a wrestling tag team Mount Rushmore might be the hardest to get. I think so too, because there are a lot of good tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Mathis saying, I don't believe David Mathis is related to me. It just happens his last name is Mathis, just in case anyone wanting to know. Fair enough, because I would have made that connection. Mark Brewington, okay, that hurts me. Laugh out loud. Okay, this is how old I am. I recorded WCW Saturday Night on my Betamax tapes.
Betamax.
Woo.
Old. But also, I had a favorite Spice Girl. Well played. And it was Posh, wasn't it? Or Baby.
Sporty.
Jennifer Mathis, held back in kindergarten too because of being, or Joshua 2814 says held back because of being born on the bubble in October. Fair enough. I can't wait to see all you guys' reaction to my jobber quiz. Laugh out loud. John Danzo sent it over a jobber quiz. Oh. Enhancement talent.
You are a jobber.
Pin me, pay me.
Right.
David Mathis.
Bring back those shirts.
I am 50. I have a 23-year-old girl, a 22-year-old son, 2 grandsons. One is 4, one is 1. Turned 1 today. A lot of people think that I'm only 25. Take it. Noreen Birch, are you guys going to rank the matches? You know what? We probably could. We could probably run through those and rank them as well. Everbrand says, my
Queen of the Ring was number 7.
Favorite Spice Girl was Jerry when I was younger, but I grew to appreciate Sporty. Melby. Breeze Dorland saying with a $2 super chat, LOD, Bushwhackers, Nasty Boys, Hardys, and Dudleys. Fair.
Nasty Boys?
Okay.
Fair. This is Trevor Dillon. I was 10 when the Spice Girls were big, and I had no clue who they were at first. Just pretended. Laugh out loud. You can tell who China was, though. Get it. Okay. Rankings. Do we do best to worst or worst to best? And y'all
Either way,
in the chat
worst
can
to
let
best.
us know as well. So we had 7 matches. 6 matches. We had Cody versus Randy, Rhea versus Raquel, Sammy versus Karrion Kross, Solo versus Jacob Fatu, Jade versus Asuka, and Cena versus CM Punk.
Okay, who goes first? I can go first.
We'll let the other guy go.
The other guy goes. Okay. So, last place is Jade.
Yep.
Just above that is Sammy and Carrion. Just above that would be probably the street fight. What are the other 3 matches? Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Cody,
just above that,
and Randy, Solo, and Jacob, and the main event.
I would say main event, Solo and Jacob, and then Randy and Cody was the best one of the night for me.
Okay.
We going worst to best then?
Well, you can do whatever you want. Worst to best or best to worst.
Okay, worst to best. I will say Jade. Then I will go Then we got a big gap. And then we got Sammy and Carrion. We got the how many more? 4 more.
Yes.
I'm missing something.
You got the women's street fight. You've got Solo and Jacob. You've got Cody and Randy, and Cena and Punk.
Then I will go. I will go Cena and Punk because I did not like it. Then I will go the women's street fight, and then Jacob and Solo, and then the best match of the night was the one that kicked it off with
Cody and
Orton
Randy.
and Cody. Yeah.
And I'm kind of in between you guys. I've got Jade and Asuka as the worst. Sammy and Carrion right there at 5. Number 4 is the street fight. Rhea and Raquel. 3, Solo and Jacob. 2, Cena and Punk. And the best, Cody and Randy. Is that thunder, Dustin?
Yeah.
It is. Like I said, it's raining.
I was like, whoa, that was loud.
Yeah. Maybe we should wrap it up.
Yep. Let's see if there are any others that we got here real quick. Early Nasty Boys Everbrand is saying underrated team for sure.
Sure.
Skittles, the Bushwhackers were better as the Kiwis, but both were awesome. David Mathis, nice. I was married to a Jennifer, and we went to school together. When I had seen Jennifer Mathis on the pay-per-view, y'all did, and she said that she stopped watching WWE after Owen died. I was like, I know better. Skittles, did you ever see the Sheep Herder Day? That was a vicious era for them.
It was. Yes. They were really
and he
violent.
said, yeah, same gimmick, but basically just a different name. So, yes, this was a fun one. Enjoyed y'all hanging out with us. I believe the next time that we are planning on doing a live stream, if I'm not mistaken, should be for AEW All In.
All In.
All In.
I'm looking, double checking the PLE predictions, and yes, AEW All In Texas, which will be probably getting on.
In 2 weeks?
It's an AEW, so they're going to have matches on it. So probably looking at a 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and that's in a couple weeks. So hopefully we'll catch y'all there. Don't forget, if you haven't, check it and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. In addition to that, we should have new videos coming out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single week. Lots of good stuff. Little advance notice. We have a submission coming from my youngest, and I believe Monday's video should be a Guess the AEW Wrestler by the Charlie Brown character. That one was wild.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And I think Dustin cheated. So
Spoiler
That's
alert.
not a spoiler.
all right. We will catch y'all next time. Have a good one.
Bye.